I mean, I got to be honest. I'd come here for that too. Hear the tune. Bounce out. Why not? Let me see how loud this is. There we go. What's up, McFly, Apollo, Dapper Dan, and Tetamo? I feel like I just saw you guys. Most of you, at least. Hey, Hio. Same to you. I assume you're back. What's up, Sarton? Hey, the Haba. Guys, I got to meet the Haba. If you're gonna get to see what the Haba looks like in this stream. Stay tuned. There's a teaser right there. You didn't see Hio? That can't be true. We were prepping for
recap the hype thirst quencher.
Thanks for that resub, Dapper Dan. 20 months. Oh, dang, you're not home yet, Hio. Oh, man. Gonna get in at 2 a.m. Well, safe travels. I assume you're driving. Watch out! Yeah, whatever we can do to get Dan to a GDQ. Yeah, this was a weird GDQ because, I mean, yeah, Hio was doing family stuff. We were in and out of the event all the time. I usually like to stay in the event, but there was just too much to do, so we were out doing stuff. Anyway. I guess we'll just look at some pictures and talk about stuff, I guess. I don't know. How do I do this? I have no idea. You gotta be at work at 6. Well, you're staying up all night. All right. What's up, Puffy Nipples? That is Super Saiyans. It is Super Saiyans, Puffy Nipples. Here, I'll poke up so you can see a better shot of it. Boom. That's me with, not Goku. Vegeta. I was told. You got the flu too, man. I know McFly's sick with it. There was a lot of people sick with it. I got, what's up, Mora? Thanks very much. I think since I was just like a little bit sick going in that I kind of spared me. You got it. Yeah, the Hobby was just passing it around probably. I had whatever Sin had going in because he had a voice issue and so did I. So, well, Hobby, you were sick in it before I got there, so you probably gave it to everybody, unless it was like 2 things in a row. I don't know if we start this. Oh, what's up, Ripsta? 30.
UWB Macaro Celeb.
30, man. Dang, dude. We've had that alert for 30 months. Can you believe it? Are we even tired of it yet? 2.5 years of that alert going off. It's just like the first time. Feels so good. You guys like my shirt? This is my AGDQ shirt. It's reversed. I'm apologizing for that. Well, here, maybe I should put myself on the other side and then I don't have to worry about it being reversed. Let's do that. Then you can see the real deal. Transform. Flip horizontal. Boom. Woo! Just that easy. And then let's go. We'll bring you with us. Come on with me, chat. Bam. Boom. Now you can see it. AGDQ. Wait, is it still backwards? Okay, no, it's right. Okay. I thought I screwed it up. Oh, you bought the TaskBot shirt. Yeah, that's their new TaskBot design. I talked to Dwango about it. It was a little confusing because he was like, yeah, I'm stepping him back and I'm having someone else take over. But then he was like, but I'm forming this TaskBot company so that I can have something to give my kids as like a something, an inheritance is, he phrased it much more bluntly, but as an inheritance. Yes, of course, Sarden. Sarden, I'm non-streamer outside viewer trash. That's me. And I get to go, so you can go too. All you got to do is register and show up, and boom, you're there. Yeah, I don't know about this color, but man, it's kind of different enough. I don't know. People kind of like it, but I don't know. I almost didn't buy it because I didn't like the color, but I was like, you know what? Screw it. It's $10. Let's just do it. I don't know if do I start with the story about McFly bullying me to wait for him, and then we never did. I don't know. I feel like that's part of the AGDQ experience, but McFly was bullying me for like weeks about waiting for him at the airport, and I was gonna land an hour ahead of him, and he's like, you're not gonna wait an hour? I'm like, dude, I'm excited. I just want to get to the venue. I don't want to wait. He's like, you can't wait an hour for me? Come on, bro. Come on. And I finally gave up, and I was like, all right, man. You know what? I'm gonna wait at the airport for an hour for you. And then I checked the flights and stuff, and I was like, dude, there's no flight an hour later than mine. And he's like, oh, it's 2 hours later. I was like, well, we're out. And then my flight was an hour late. So we would have been showing up at the same time if he were right the first time, but he wasn't. So in any event. So I ended up beating McFly to the airport by just a little bit. But then he had to wait on people, and they were really slow. So he was super late. So we were like, all right, we got to go get some food. Maybe we should wait for McFly. But man, I was getting so hungry, and I thought I was going to pass out. I was like, dude, we got to go right now. So we just left. We left McFly high and dry. Anyway, so we went to this Super Saiyan place. That's the story. You would have, yeah, Hyle, you're a better person than me, man. You're a better person than me. And for the record, I would have waited an hour. I said I would. I had planned to do it, but he set me up. Yeah, this is I didn't take a bigger picture, but this is like a ramen place. It's Dragon Ball Z themed, so they had this big old statue there, so I took a picture of it. But yeah, I don't know, man. Dragon Ball Z ramen place. It was pretty good. It was all right. And so I got there on Saturday, so this was the day before all the stuff started. The event started on Sunday, so. Well, the irony, Sarton, is there weren't that many AGDQ people there. It was just full of, like, regulars, so it must have been a nice place. It's pretty packed. All right, let's get on here. All right, so here, this is Saturday night. Can you guys find the Haba? Can you find the Haba? Or is this capturing my cursor? All right, cool. It is a little bit here. There's some smug here. We got some me. There's McFly and McWife. What's up, Chimp? Is this orange? It's kind of like it looks oranger in the webcam, but it's kind of more of a peachy pink, really. There's Sin Stream, there's Infinite Mystery, and there's the Haba right here. Oh yeah, the Haba's underneath the chat, hold on. There'll be other pictures with the Haba. There's the Haba. He's in like witness protection program here. Here, let me put, that's gonna keep happening, so let me put chat. Chat, you're gonna go down here. There we go. I'd say Haba was about my height. He's probably about 6 foot, 6'1", I would say. Yeah, we're about the same height. Infinite Mystery's much taller though. He's got to be a good 6'3" or something. He's a big guy. He's known for he loves getting pictures with people, man. That's his thing. It's just like he sees you, he's like, let's get a picture together. So like we just walked in, he's like, hey, let's get a picture. It's like, all right, here we go. I don't think I got a good picture. I wasn't thinking. I didn't get a good picture of the practice room. This place is way set up way different than all the other GDQs. So like this is the practice room. It goes all the way back here. There's all these tables. And it's like sky high, so it's like not a separate room. Like you have to walk through this room to get to the stream room. So in a way it was good because you would see people, but in a way it was bad because it was just so packed sometimes you wouldn't see people. And the tournament area was on the other side. So this is just like this room was as big as the stream room, but it was the practice room. Anyway, there'll be more pictures of it, I'm sure. This was Sen's first GDQ. His first one. So we had to show him a good time. Alright, so we're doing some Home Alone. We'll be talking about Home Alone, I'm sure. I had to make sure everybody knew how to do some Home Alone for later in the week. Cyphering in town. You didn't like the practice room setup? It wasn't my favorite either. I mean, it was kind of nice and it was kind of bad. I don't know. I didn't love it myself. But it was kind of cool that it was so close to everything too. So I don't know. But this was a new thing this year, is that they did have some CRTs, but for the most part, they had flat panels. And you can see kind of underneath this flat panel right here, they have retro tanks, which is what I have. That's the device I use to capture with. So it's a line doubler, basically a scaler. So you can plug your analog device to a flat panel without a bunch of delay or whatever. So I did not see Ice Plug. Actually, no, I didn't see Ice Plug. I don't think he was there. He said he couldn't come, yeah. But so we were training people in Home Alone all week, making sure everybody was ready for what was to come. I'll talk about that in a minute here. So these guys getting some ActRaiser practice in the practice room, because we got in on Saturday and their race was Monday morning, and then almost immediately the schedule was starting to fall behind, like almost right away. So their run was supposed to be at 9 a.m. and we were going to go to Universal Studios afterwards. And like almost immediately, their run wasn't until like 11 a.m. It's like, oh man, come on. So you can see him talking strats. So there's TMR. TMR didn't show up until like, this was like 2 a.m. And so of course he shows up, we're not just all gonna go to bed, you know? So we ended up staying up till like 3 a.m. sitting around talking and stuff. I mean, you guys know TMR is gonna take all these pictures, right? Like I'm gonna give him this album and he's gonna show my pictures on his stream and claim that they're his. So you guys are just getting a sneak preview where he gets to pretend like he knows the context of the photos when he won't. Yeah, if it was Poland time, then he would have been awake. Like this would have been him like waking up in the morning. Yeah, we sat around and talked for a bit. Haba had gone to bed. He's like, dude, I can't do it. I can't make it anymore. This is the roof view from our room, man. So like this place is across the street from what's up, Rod? McLife? I keep wanting to say McLife with that typo, but it's not life, it's McLiffey. But anyway, this place is across the street from Universal. So it's kind of hard to tell here, but like this parking garage is the Universal parking garage. It's like a city block big. And then all of this out here, all of this is Universal Studios. They don't have that many tall rides. You can barely see this one. Most of their rides are like indoors and short. But it was kind of cool to have it. You could see some fireworks. I saw some fireworks shoot off briefly. So, yeah, at night I had no idea where it even was. I couldn't even tell. I was like, where the heck is Universal? But anyway, it's over there. Of course, the entrance is all the way over here. So like when we walked there, we had to walk all the way here, all the way over here. It was a long walk. But we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, the finale video had Metric McFly's name spelled wrong. And Apollo's name wasn't even in it. I don't know what happened there, but... So anyway, I had to take this picture because of the, it's so like wavy. I don't know how well it comes across on stream, but like the capture looks so, like it's not the capture, it's the NES. It reminded me of Shanna's NES. That's why I took the pictures. Like, it's just like Shanna's. And you can actually see, like in this picture, you can see a little ghosting. You can see a little bit of ghosting. This is maybe not the most high fastest refresh rate monitor in the world. And we had to take this. TMR was cracking up. He was practicing his Adventure Island, and then a fly landed on here. He's like, "It's McFly! It's McFly!" Oh yeah, we got the new emote, guys. The new emote. You guys got to put that in your channel. I forgot that was. I added that before we left. Check out that emote, man. That interlacing emote. That thing is sick, man. Get somebody to learn to de-interlace and then give them that emote. Say, add this to your stream. We got to get all the big names on it. We got to spread the gospel. No more interlacing. This is Zetox. I just thought it's funny how he was playing. He's doing like a Colin Kaepernick situation here. Apollo the Legend. Yeah, that wasn't interlacing. That was a refresh rate issue. But Zetox drove. If you guys don't know, Zetox lives in Minneapolis. I didn't even know he was coming. He drove from Minneapolis to Orlando because he doesn't like to fly. So he drove. Freaking crazy, man. And then he also got an Airbnb to stay at instead of the hotel. But I guess he didn't really check very closely. So his Airbnb was next to the wrong hotel. So he was actually kind of far away. I don't know how that worked out for him, but it's kind of a funny situation, I guess. Yeah, he drove. My joke was that, airplanes are too modern of a technology for Zetox. He likes to keep it retro, keep it on the vehicles. Yeah, he's got the flip phone, right? Yeah, no GPS. He probably had an Atlas, like one of those Atlases. He's like flipping through it here, like back in the day. Print out your maps before you leave. Man, you guys remember that? Printing out your maps, getting written down directions on how to get somewhere. Crazy times back then. Nest Cardinality, playing some Tetris. I took this picture because I really like his how he plays Tetris. Like he just puts it in his lap and he plays it like a piano, both hands. So D-pad as well. It's pretty interesting. I took a video of it here. You can see a video. You can see the tapping. You can tell you'll be able to tell when his piece gets near the top because his fingers start going wild. It's pretty smart. I should learn how to do that. There it goes. There it goes. Boom, 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 boom. I talked to him a little bit about it because I was trying to figure out how to get better at Tetris. And like I understand DAS, like getting that kind of faster motion, but I don't know how to like get the piece in the right spot every time. And I was like, are you just letting go at the right moment every single time and never messing it up? And he was like, yes, I am. I was like, okay, well, I'm not that good. It's like, that's really impressive. I was like, just never screw it up. So yeah, Tetris players are really amazing. Yeah, just get good, man. Well, he's like, oh, it's like a 6-frame window. I'm like, come on, man. It's like, it's quite simple. It's just a 6-frame window. I was like, dude. It's like, yeah, so you just you let go within 1/10 of a second every single time. Every time. Like, that's crazy. Hey, there's Sin. What's up, Sin? You're on screen as well. Right there. Look at him wearing it. He's got his runner shirt. He's like, don't you forget. Don't you forget. I'm a runner. You're waiting all night and you're late. Well, you haven't missed much. You missed Saturday night. A couple pictures of it. You can watch the VOD. So anyway, this is the next day. This was lunch the next day. We wanted to get some Mexican food, so I had to let TMR like look at the pictures of every place that we were going to okay the place. We had to walk a little ways to get here, but it was good. It was good food. And this is Angel, ex-Marine, staff photographer for GDQ. This is Takate from Vegas. And you've met the others. He thought it was good. He gave it a thumbs up, I think. He ordered 2 entrees, so he couldn't. He was like, they brought out the food and we're like, man, you didn't get very. You got just like a normal amount. And then the guy brought out another plate. It's like, oh, okay, now the world makes sense again. There's probably people who have. I think someone took a picture of all of us too. Like, so people. There's other pictures floating around out here of some of this stuff, but these are just my pictures. If anyone has pictures, you can share them with me. We'll look at them. We'll look at them on stream. There's the man, the myth, the legend right there. He's never taken a bad photo in his life. The bad breaks. Him and Dexter had gotten in on Friday, so they're there way early, and they were there way late. He was loving life. He's loving life in Florida, that's for sure. There's Dexter. 31 months.
Welcome back, Macaro. Nice.
One-upping Ripsta. Very nice. 31 months. Thank you, Mr. Leo. Welcome back, Macaro. Nice. Man, it's like channeling TMR right there. But yeah, this hotel was kind of crazy. I mean, like, it had like, here's a candy shop. It had a Starbucks in it. But like these are hotels to go up to the room, and then right here is that practice room. Like, you would just walk in here and you have to walk through it, and then on the other side of that was the stream room. Yeah, well, I think you did, Mr. Leo, but so did Ripsta. So somehow he slipped a month. He skipped a month secretly, or yours is ahead and his is behind. I have no idea. I think you're both founders. Well, I know Rips is. He's got the founder's badge right there. I can see it. I turned my founder's badge off. I've only got like 1. Here we are at the hot tub. This hot tub was freaking hot, man. Like, it was like, it'll cook you. But it was pretty nice. It's a nice hot tub. We're knocking the balls around. Some all balls. There's Carrie Madonna. And TMR, like, he was intense with these balls, man. Like, he kept knocking them into my face. Like, he's like MCA, you gotta pay attention, man. MCA, come on. And like, I just wanted to sit in the hot tub. It's like, if you're in the tub, you're playing, man. And right before I could take a picture, someone hit a ball into BB's face and broke his sunglasses. So made for a better picture, what can I say? But Dexter always looking cool. I tried to take a picture of the two of them. This ball is right in front of Bad. You can see Bedbrick's body down here. It just it landed right in front of his face when I took the picture. Oh, you can't not have your sunglasses on. All right, you guys will like this one. So we moved from the hot tub to the big pool. Apparently this big pool was heated, but it's still funny.
Hey yo guys, this is your guy TMR. I'm gonna be performing the dolphin at 10 out of 10. Check this out.
Yeah, this pool was heated. It wasn't even that bad. It wasn't that bad. This is the Andre the Giant showed up and had a can of Coke. Now, some people went to the Walgreens. I was like, give me a 6-pack of DP, like maybe some 20 ounces. And this is what they found. They found those little tiny cans. I was like, all right, that'll do for now, but we got to upgrade. The Haba came through. He upgraded my cans later on. So here we're prepping for some ActRaiser commentary. There's Blecky right there. The man, the myth, the legend, the greatest of all time, Mr. Blecky. But he came prepared. I mean, like, you know, I've done
Home Alone WR Crew HYPE Macaro AB Macaro Celeb Macaro DP Macaro Nice Macaro GG
Macaro. What's up, Booster Shane? Hype train incoming, hype train. Choo choo. Choo choo.
Recap HYYYYYYYP.
This is a beautiful party.
Thanks for the host, Shanna. Thanks for the 24 months, Shanna. Do you know which game you're going to pick for me to play? Do you know what game? I hope you're home. It sounded like you guys had a, well, you specifically had a crazy ride. Sin stream, jumping on the hype train. Thank you, Sins. Thank you so much, man. Let's go. Hold on, we got...
Anything for my princess.
Got to drop a, Let's go. Thank you so much, Sin, man. Thank you. It was awesome. Guys, it was awesome meeting Sin. Sin's the nicest, a nicest guy in person as he is on stream. You get exactly, he's exactly who he is on stream as he is in person. If you haven't followed him, give him a follow. You're home. Gosh, man, I can't even imagine. It sounded like you're going all over the place. Because you left like butt crack of dawn, and then you didn't even get home that day. It's like, I can't believe it. Yeah, Blecky's been around, I don't know when he first started going to GDQs, but before I even knew what GDQ was, he was around. And he does a lot of interviews for them, and he does commentaries for people. He's done some runs as well. He's been in some events as well, like doing runs. He's an all-around guy, but he's a really nice guy, and he's a fantastic interviewer and a fantastic commentator. Yeah, he used to be a runner. I don't think he does so much anymore, but he's done some co-op runs and things. He's a lot more like me, like, you know, he prefers he prefers to talk into the playing, but he is very skilled when he does play. He's very skilled. He's a skilled gamer. That is for sure. Yeah, he did McFly and Sin's interview as well after the race, and he just, you know, he nailed it. It's pretty good. Your luggage is being seen at the Phoenix now? What the heck going on, man? It's crazy, dude. Yeah, he had a little bit of tongue twister there. I don't think he meant to say that. In any event, as I was saying, he came prepared. Like he already had notes on the whole run ready to go. So he was ready. So we peppered some stuff back and forth, came up with a few things, and man, he was ready to go. American. They're rough to fly on, man. But sometimes you can't really get around it. His favorite word. Yeah, that was just a shout out to Shanna. Guys, did you watch the finale video? Shanna's in it. I feel like that the cameraman was just probably, or woman, the camera person was like, I need a clip of someone having a good time, and they were like, easy money. You know, they just like aimed it at Shanna. It was like, boom, got it. Move on to the next shot. Yeah, but it's a crap video after that. It all goes downhill from there. Anyway, this was the private practice room. So this is like connected to the other. So this is like the hallway right here that goes between that big practice room into the stream area. So everybody has to walk by it. The door was always open. And so like in the past, like the room was usually closed and very quiet and maybe kind of off the beaten path a little bit. So, you know, only people in there were like really serious, but they were not really, because it was just everybody was walking by it. Like, I don't know. It was like just everybody was in there all the time hanging out. It seemed fine to me. I don't know if anybody needed peace and quiet. They might have got annoyed, but it was very lax on the rules this time around on that. All right, moving along. Is that the, okay. I don't know, sometimes I click here and it doesn't go to the next thing. So this is JSR here, showing Ness Cardinality that he, I think we need to follow, if you're not already following JSR, I think we need to follow him, because he, apparently he's figured out RNG manipulation in Zelda 1, and he can be on world record pace for the first 5 minutes of the game every time. Like, he gets exactly what he wants every time with the patterns and stuff. It should be pretty interesting. He's going to go for world record in Zelda 1. He's broken the game, as he would say. So we have to keep an eye on him. Is that Kenny? I think that's Kenny right there. Anyway, they did have some CRTs here. This was like the only table with CRTs, very few. Hey, I received a level 1 hype train emo. This is my first one, guys. Send thanks. Oh, put a message. Thanks. What? I didn't even send it. So yeah, there's some like hype emotes or something going out right now. I don't know how this works. I haven't, there we go. Yeah, we all got this, there we go. A hype griffin. I don't know, man. Apparently they released this new feature while we were, at GDQ. But if you like sub and stuff during the hype session, then it adds, then everybody gets emotes for doing it. I watched I watched the when it would happen in GDQ, they just like crush the train like it's like they'd get all the way to level 5 immediately, and then they would like, you know, times 10 the level 5 cap or whatever. Like, it was they would unlock all the emotes every time it hit. I don't know why you wouldn't just always have it like that. Yeah, no, Flipsider's a great roommate. He's super easy to get along with. Jeeves Fat.
3 months sub and all I got was this lousy message. Smiley face.
This lousy method. You spelled lousy wrong, Jeeves Fat. Come on, man. They're never going to know what to say. Thanks for the 3 months. Starlight's going to come, man. Starlight's coming. We're going to get it. I hope you've watched some of these runs that I emailed about today. If not, you got to get on it, man. I feel like, well, Castle of Dragons the easiest to watch, just 10 minutes long, and it was really good. But I would put ActRaiser right up there too. Very different, both excellent. Those are the tops. But my wife's in the chat. Get out of here, wife. Get out of here. You've already heard these stories. Yeah, Flipsider's pretty easy to get along with. He would stay up late, but he'd be like totally silent the whole time. He didn't bother me at all, so I'd rude with him anytime. And I have. Oh, you watched it. Well, you said nice commentary. Maybe that means you didn't watch it. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. There's some funny stuff about the commentary. All right, so this is the green room. This is prepping for the getting ready to go up for the run. Yeah, my wife watched it. I had to really stay on her. Like, hey, watch the screen. Put your phone down. Pay attention. Look at this. Look what happened. Look what I said. Look how cool it was. Look what I said. Look what they did. It's really great. She watched the end of it. Nice. I think it was pretty easy to follow. I think that game's pretty easy to follow, especially they kept it close enough that and there was enough breaks between levels you could really see like, oh, they're close, man. So there's the guys ready to put on a show. I can never get McFly to give me a serious face here, but ruining that. We can crop him out. Look, Sen's giving me the good smile. So here they are getting ready. So they did flat panels this year. So they have CRTs, but they were encouraging flat panel use if they could. Yeah, they do makeup, Dan, if you want it. But they give it to most people just a little bit of de-shiner. Yeah, we were all they couldn't. They were like, you can get the game audio or you can get the commentator's audio with your game audio, but not both unless you use these other headsets. It was kind of a mess, but we got it working. But the reason, so like they had these things, like obviously if we're sitting behind them, we can't see both the screens. So they put Sen's gameplay on this monitor for me so that I could see it, and Blecky too. But that's why at the very beginning when Blecky confused the two, because on the left over here was Sen's gameplay, but Sen's on the right, so it was kind of confusing. But once you get it, you got it. It took a minute though. I had to really think about it for a moment. And this is when they're ready. They're ready. What's up, Billy? This is the crew ready for the race. There's Hayo. Sitting out there. There's Herzog. There's Zetox. The phone crew. Looks like Kenny's asleep here. I don't know. McWife. There's TMR. Glitchless. Apollo. Cyphern. Infinite Mystery. Jeremy. She's never in this chat. That's Jeeves. She's never in this chat. She subscribed to me a year ago when there was like a deal on subs, and we forgot that she subscribed to me, and so she was subbed for me for a year because she never came back in the chat. What's up, Skittlebrow? So I paid for a sub to myself for a year. It was an S Herzog. It's probably him. I mean, how many could there be, man? It's got to be him, right? These are all with my cell phone. These are just a Galaxy 9 phone. They're all right. They come out. It's pretty good. I don't know. The iPhone always seems to have better pictures, but what can you do, man? I did get half the money, but the other half I just was paying Twitch for no reason. So here's their interview session here. Their interview was really good too, because it was right after the race and it was a good race. So I got this great picture of them. Look at this art, man. This art's cool. They were doing art for like every interview. They had drawing something there. They had this one person who's really talented. She does all their art every year. Draws on their boards and stuff. Does some hosting too, usually. I can't remember her name though. So what do you guys think? I mean, should I just go through all the pictures and then talk about the runs later? Because we can watch the runs, or we could watch clips of the runs. Or we could not at all. I don't know what the best thing to do is. What do you guys think? Sen drew that during the run. Yeah, he had so much time. McFly was so far behind. He's like, I'll just do some doodles. Let's maybe... Yeah, you had to wait for the elevator, yeah. A little bit extra time to think about it, you know. It was a really good race. It was a good race. Let's, well, I've got at least here, let's watch the... I don't know if we'll watch the whole race, but let's go back afterwards and we'll go through our favorite clips and stuff. We'll look at some key moments or whatever. Oh, I heard the elevator wasn't working well because it was really crowded on that side of the hotel, but I didn't know people were stuck in it. That sucks, man. So then, yeah, after the run, we went to Universal Studios. We didn't get there till like 1 o'clock. So we only had 6 hours. The place closed at 7, but we got a lot in. it was kind of funny. Like we were all waiting in line to buy our tickets, and I was like, guys, let's just save some time. I'm gonna buy my ticket online. So I bought my ticket online, and then I just never got the email with the ticket. And like so I was like, what the heck's going on? So I went up to the counter and I was like, hey, yeah, I bought my ticket online. And he's like, oh, it's not in our system yet. You just gotta wait. He's like, it could take 5 minutes to 24 hours. I was like, why would you let me buy a ticket for today? It's 1 o'clock. Why would you let me buy a ticket for today if it's going to take that long? I couldn't believe it. So I bought another ticket. I was like, just give me another ticket. And then I didn't get the email with the ticket for another hour and a half. So I called them from inside the park and was like, hey, yeah. And they refunded me. I haven't got the refund yet, but I'm sure it's going to come. But everybody else had it up on their phones. They were about to hit purchase, and they were like, should we not hit purchase? I was like, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Yeah, you see this? Oh, here you go, Dan. Dan, this is what we wanted you to see, man. They had the DeLorean. Unfortunately, the sun was at like the worst possible angle here, but Apollo took like 30 pictures, so you're going to see like every possible angle of this shot here. We did the full sunglasses up stare. But pretty cool. Well, better too many than too few, of course. Well, we went to I wanted to go to there's 2 parks at Universal. One that has like more roller coasters. And it turned out like I was one of the only people who cared about roller coasters. So we went to the other park instead. Oh, this ride out here, I should talk about this. So we did, right when we walked in, we went to this ride. It's called Rocket something. It's the Rocket roller coaster. And it's the one that goes way up and then it just drops straight down and does like, you know, spins and loops. It's what you would expect from a roller coaster. And nobody wanted to go on it. Except for me and Flipsider. And Apollo was like, yeah, I'll go on it. I'm not really big into roller coasters. I've never been on one that goes upside down. But I'll do it. And like they were like, you had to like take everything out of your pockets and put it in a locker. Like they had metal detectors. They're like, you can't have your cell phone in your pocket. You got to take everything out. And they're just churning people out. Like there's a moving walkway next to the cars. So like they're just like throwing you in the car. And it's going, like it never stops. It just keeps rolling the whole time. Like it's like just a total assembly line on this roller coaster. And so we're waiting to get up there and like we're right at the car and they like me and Flipsider are like, oh shoot, like it looks like we're going to be in the front of this next car. That's awesome. And, but then they grabbed somebody from the Express Pass line and they grabbed him first. So he got to sit in the front row and then so me and Flipsider were in the second row. I was like, oh, whatever. And then Apollo's right behind us. And so he starts to get into the third row and the lady was like, no, front row. And so she made him sit in the front row. And like I said, it's moving so fast that there's no way to like even have a conversation. Like I'd rather it was just like, get in. Cause like you've got like 5 seconds to put this thing down or else, you know, the whole ride's going to stop. So like he hopped in the front row. And so like the whole time I'm just cracking up. I was laughing so hard. And like that, when it goes up to the top here, like it lays you on your back, like it lays you horizontal and like you're just staring like straight up on your back. Made the ride pretty fun because I was just cracking up thinking about Apollo in the front row the whole way up. It was good times, man. And then when we were done, it had a, like, not only did they have like pictures on the machine, but you could watch the video. You could watch the whole video of the ride from like right in front of your face. So we pulled up Apollo's video. I didn't have my phone back, so I couldn't take a snapshot or something. Yeah, I don't know, man. I love roller coasters. I guess some people just don't. Maybe they scare themselves. They're not that scary. They're fun. Anyway, this is the Simpsons area. They had, you know, the Bumblebee Man tacos and they had the big donut statue. They had Moe's. I didn't get a picture of it. They had a Krusty Burger as well. Duff's Beer. Yeah, they had a DVD for $40. I could see in some cases it being worth it, though. Well, the more scared you are of heights, the more fun it is, right, Ripston? I think it was. I didn't actually, I kind of looked in there, but they were just, inside it was not anything. Like it was just Simpsons themed, but it didn't look like the bar or anything like that. It was a bar? Like, did it look like Moe's? I didn't even go inside, we were walking through it so quickly. And then we did one of the games, and Sin won, so he got to pick his prize. So that's him with his prize. His prize was to get to carry that around the rest of the day. It was right next to the Simpsons ride. We went on the Simpsons ride, but it was like the old Back to the Future ride. It was like the exact same thing, but it was Simpsons. It's pretty good though. But yeah, definitely Booster Shane. Definitely. It was cool. I mean, once I found out the Simpsons stuff was at the other park, I was like, all right, we can go to the other park, man. Yeah, that was the irony, is that they, like, because we had enough of us playing, like, Sin could have picked any prize that they had, and they had, like, these enormous things. But they weren't Simpsons themed. Like, why would you want this? It was just like an enormous stuffed animal. Like, I don't know why you'd want that. So Sin made the smart decision to get the smaller Simpsons themed prize. That thing cost, how many of us were there? Yeah, this thing cost like almost $40. This was a parade. There's some SpongeBob stuff. We don't need to watch that. I took this for my kids. Fast and Furious ride. It was pretty great. We were on the, like, I guess they had closed down the ride, and we walked up right when they opened it. Like, we were walking up, and they were like holding people back, and then they were like, oh, okay, you can go. And so we were like sprinting through this line, like it was just such a long line, and we were just basically jogging through it. So we did a quick stop and go on this picture here. They didn't like Krusty Burger? Yeah, I didn't get to talk to him about what they did there. This was part of the the waiting rooms on the line. They had like actors there who would do skits about what the ride was about and stuff. Ludacris, a CG Ludacris, giving us the details of the ride. What's up, Don Chico? Thank you very much. Dude, they had the ride had everybody. It had The Rock, had Vin Diesel, had Michelle Rodriguez, had Tyrese. It had everybody, man. It was like the ride itself was too short, but it was like the movies, man. It was ridiculous. Dom was hanging off the side of a helicopter and stuff. Ridiculous. Yeah, there was no Paul Walker. They could have done Paul Walker. Why not? Come on. Is Tyrese crying? No, I don't think so. And this was Harry Potter land. I don't know anything about Harry Potter, but this area was very cool. Oh, and get this, like while we were in line, who was with D-Tysonator? I can't remember who was with D-Tysonator. But anyway, we were in line of Transformers, and D-Tysonator was behind us, but he didn't say anything to us. Yeah, Wiz Wario, that's it. They were behind us, and they didn't say anything to us. Yeah, I took a picture. So, like, yeah, this was the last thing we went into, and I was like, holy cow, this is crazy. Like, there's all these alleyways and stuff, and people have wands, and they can make stuff happen by waving their wands around and things. And we did a ride in there. The ride was all right. And then this big dragon up here, and check this out. Check this out. I got a video of it. So like every 10 minutes it shoots fire. Here, I'll scoot ahead. All right, hide your children. Scary. Ahaba said he was sick. He got something else. He was sick before we got there. Now he's got something else. But so like this whole area was like really cool, like super detailed, so much stuff. Let's see if I got the picture of it here. This was the entrance to that area. This is it. Like there's no sign. There's nothing. There's nothing pointing that way. It was just like the side of a building and then like this brick wall. And like I had it up on Google Maps because I was trying to find the ride and it just told me to turn right here. And I was like, I was like, there's nothing here. It's just a bathroom. And then like I peeked in there, and then like when you peek behind that brick wall, this is what's on the other side of the brick wall. Like there's no way to know that was there. So I guess they're just relying on you having like deep Harry Potter knowledge to know that that's how you get into this area. I don't know. I've never seen the movie, Dan. I didn't know anything. I was like, how are you supposed to know that? But I'm glad we found it because it was very cool, even though I know nothing about Harry Potter. To your homework. Well, yeah, I don't know how people are expected to find it because it just didn't look like anything. How have I never seen Harry Potter? I'm 39 years old. I'm freaking old man. My kids are too young to see it, and I'm too old. It's to keep the haters out. That's true, man. That's like, this area is for true fans only. True fans only. I mean, I admire that they did it because you would think people like they'd want people to know, like, hey, come into this like multi-million-dollar facility we built. But that's confidence right there. I got to give it to them. That's confident. Well, the movie came out in 2000. I was 20 years old, dude. I was too old for Harry Potter. I was too old. Anyway, so this was later that night. Back to the event. Battle mode, of course, as always. Here's Bismarck, Cyphrin, our favorite young boy right here, Mr. Darbian and TMR. So Darbian was there this week. It was really good to see him. He looked good, man. He looked good. I'm hoping for some Darbian streams. He had me take some pictures of them playing, but this one was with my phone, but it's some serious playing. Well, I'm not the oldest one here, at least, right? I mean, I don't know what you're basing the community on, but Ribsta's older than me, Flipsider's older than me, Skittlebrow's older than me. I would guess a few of the guys are older than me who are here, but I don't ask anybody how old they are. I leave it alone. Haba's older than me too, I think. We're about the same age, but I think he's a little bit older than me. Yeah, there's old man Skittlebrow. Skittlebrow, do you know anything about Harry Potter? See, I didn't think so. He's old like me. Yeah, he said he still plans to. Hummus Pizza, what's up, man? Well, okay. You got me a little bit, Hummus Pizza. I saw the second one in the theater because my friend my friend made me go with him to go see it. And I was like, dude, I never saw the first movie. And he was like, I haven't either. And I was like, I haven't read the books. And he said, I haven't either. And I was like, why are we going to go see this movie? He's like, it's a cultural event. That's what he said. And I was like, okay, I don't know. It didn't make any sense to me. I watched it. I didn't enjoy it. Didn't care. Yeah, Apollo's a young man. What's up, Chris H Games? Dude, when I went to that Harry Potter area, I was like, man, I want my kids to like Harry Potter because that was like a really cool spot. I was like, if they thought this was cool, it would be cool. It made me want to like it. But yeah, he said he wants to stream again, so we'll see. I mean, he's always said that though. But I told him because I had a dream. I had a dream that Darbian went live with like an IRL stream on New Year's Eve because he hadn't streamed in 2019 and he wanted to, and he was like, yeah, I wanted to make sure that I streamed. I didn't want to go a whole year without streaming or something. That was in my dream. It was really weird. It was a weird dream. But I told him that, and he's like, well, I actually did want to stream before the end of the year. I did have that. I was like, oh my God. And he's like, but I thought that a million times throughout the year. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe. But for a second, I was like, oh my God. I was like, it's some kind of psychic connection. I was reading your mind. Anyway, yeah, they didn't have, like, they had so many tiny CRTs this year. It was kind of weird. I am his father. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. I'm proud of him. Yeah, he would have been way out of his league, Mr. Leo. Like, I really love that relay too. That was really fun. But TMR would have been way out of his league. Those guys are all like they did a really good job getting 8 people who are like really all awesome Mario Maker players. Like the first time they did it, they just kind of grabbed people because Mario Maker wasn't a big thing yet. But now that there's this big community, like those guys are just totally insane. They're so good at playing Mario Maker. It's crazy. So here we're prepping for the the Adventure Island 2 run. Here's all the Zelda Relay people preparing as well. This is the private practice room. Yeah, I love that Mario Maker 2 race though. It was one of my favorite moments in the stream. I didn't get to watch that many things, but I did watch that and I thought it was great. Apollo took these pictures, you know. Oh, I think this was the night before. I'll have to tell this story again. This was the night before, and like we're trying to like discuss, me and McFly, we're trying to discuss what we're going to talk about, and then like all of a sudden McFly gets so tired that his brain just shuts off. Like I'm trying to like, oh, we could talk about this and that, and he's just like staring at the screen, not saying anything, and he's like, hey, is this island kind of looks like a Dorito? I'm just like, all right, we can stop for tonight. It's like we're not getting anywhere anymore. We can quit. There you go, exactly like that. Just, yeah, man. Dorito Island. It would have been good commentary, I agree. I don't know what this face is. We can't look at this for very long. I don't know what face I'm making right here. Good job wasting your points, Mr. Leo. Thank you very much. So this is the we're up in, this is Flipsider in my room. We needed a place to rewatch the ActRaiser race, so we came up to our room because we had some extra space. And you can see we're watching the Home Alone tutorial because I showed TMR that I had a tutorial and that I had really cheesed it up. And at the very beginning, I'm like, what's up, guys? It's your boy. And TMR thought that was like the funniest thing he'd ever heard in his life. And so he's like, we were gonna watch the run, and first thing he was like, no, let's watch the tutorial, man. We gotta watch it. And so I pulled it up, and he just kept going up to the screen and rewinding it back to the beginning so he could hear the intro again. And he was like, ah, he's like, it's your boy, ah. He just thought it was the greatest thing he'd ever heard in his life. But yeah, we had a big room, so I was like, I guess we'll just use our room to hang out in. It's all right, even though Flipsire and I aren't partiers. But like we had all this extra space over here. We had the pull-out couch, and we weren't using it, so I felt bad. But I ran at the last night. I ran into to Jeff, and the schedule was so far behind, and he had flown in like in time for Awful Block. He's like, I didn't get a room for tonight because I was just gonna watch Awful Block all night. I was like, dude, it doesn't start till 4 a.m. He's like, oh crap. And I was like, come nap in our room. And he's like, all right, sounds good. So at least we used it one night at least. The whole crew's here. I don't know these guys as well. Barry would tell you their names. I think that's Kayla the photographer, right? I didn't get to meet him. There's El Rock, TMR, there's Flipsider. I got more pictures with Flipsider, but there's the first pic with Flipsider there. Carrie. I had to run in here and get a picture of this. I didn't get a chance to watch the entire run, but you can see my head a little bit there. This is Mr. Dino. The TMR, Apollo on the couch. I guess we can go this way. TMR, Apollo, the Nest Master, which is Mr. Dino's brother, believe it or not, and Skunky. And the run went pretty well. Mr. Dino got a world record, so it's a big moment for him. I love the I love the sombreros. Yeah, hats make a lot of sense until you realize you have to have a headset on. So why did TMR lose out on the headset, man? You gave the two Americans a headset and not TMR? Come on, man. Come on. He showed up late. Oh, that figures. Yeah, this picture's so funny. I forgot that I took this picture. I had to retroactively think about what happened for why this picture even exists. But I'm pretty sure I told them to look like they're having the time of their life. I think that was my inspiration. I was like, guys, look like you're having the time of your life. Yeah, it looks like yeah, it's like an old video game ad or whatever. Mr. Shade says like, oh yeah, and everybody's loving it. You got the CK leaning in or whatever. It's pretty good. I love this. It's probably one of the best pictures I took, and I forgot that I took it. That was like the best part. When I found it in my thing, I was like, what is this? It's like, oh my God, it's amazing. So, back in the private practice room. So I think we were, yeah, Adventure Island was right after their Lolo run, so they're prepping for Lolo. Here's Hayo, doing some couch commentary for Lolo. Heck yeah. And I thought this was really funny. So this, let's see if I can zoom in here. So this is the Hotline Miami run. And these guys had, they brought, this isn't Cool Kid's Garfield outfit. This is someone else's Garfield outfit that they brought. And they gave it to Cool Kid to wear for the Hotline Miami run. And they asked him to wear it for their run, and he was like, oh, I've got something, I can't be there right at the beginning or something like that.
You invited all my friends. Good thinking.
Thanks for that host, Kurt. Thank you, dude. And he was like, hey, he's like, I can't show up right at the beginning. And they're like, no, we don't want you to show up right at the beginning. Just show up like halfway through. So that's what he did. But yeah, that's not even his Garfield outfit. I thought that was pretty funny. The game has like masks and stuff, so I think they're kind of going for like this animal theme deal. I don't know. I thought they meant they wanted him to come sit up on the stage, which would also been really funny, but maybe security would have tackled him. I don't know. So this is T-Mark had an interview with Blecky beforehand. If you watch that interview, Blecky asks him like a question about like why he's so good at speedrunning games or whatever, and he gives this big explanation about how he's a musician and he's got this memory for musician and stuff like that. And like I'm telling you, he got that from me from the night before, because when we were playing Adventure Island, I was talking to him and I was like, because Adventure Island is all memorization, like long jump, short jump, stop, turn around, like everything just really fast, rapid fire. And I told him, I was like, you think that's kind of like a song? Like you're kind of like memorizing a song, and that's why you're so good at memorizing it, because he doesn't usually have a good memory otherwise. And I was like, but you know how to memorize songs. You think it's like a song? And he's like, yeah, it is kind of like that. And then Blecky asked him that question. He's like, it's like music, man. I'm a musician. I was like, hey. Well, the interview is about 90 minutes before his run. So if you go check the VOD for Adventure Island 2, you can find the interview. Go about 90 minutes earlier. But anyway, it was my, I'm just saying, I prepped him a little bit is all. That's all good, man. Yeah, it was a good speeder. He didn't quote me though. He could have said like I was talking with MCAA Aaron Ice, and he told me. And then again, more awesome art. Very cool. Does that say Hecho in Mexico? Made in Mexico, probably. Dude, look at that painting, dude. The oil painting up here. It's freaking cool. My kids are watching some of this stuff today, and they saw like this stuff in the background, and they were like, they said, why are they giving people toys? Are those for kids? And I was like, no, they're all adults there. She's like, why do adults want toys? Why would they give adults toys? I didn't have an answer for her. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. You've got a great point. I don't know. Did TMR buy me dinner? No, he didn't, man. He did not. Yeah, maybe we just never grow up. I don't know. What's up, Zerg? How's it going, man? Zerg, you gotta come to one of these GDQs sometimes, man. Come on. Come on, Zerg. Come on. Here's some real behind the scenes. I took a picture whenever they do those social media questions right there. I took a picture because Noble Boy, Mr. Cab, we know those guys. Bad Breaks hate at McDonald's. Come on, Brad Breaks. It's better than Sweden, really. Well, McDonald's in Sweden, I think, serves alcohol. So I'm surprised that he would feel that way. Oh, this was a big moment. This was the biggest moment probably in the entire event right here. The Mexican runner meeting his idol, D. Tysonator. What's up, Toastmaster? Toastmaster with the big donation. I heard you. We gave you a big head nod for that one. Yeah, D. Tysonator, if you've watched TMR stream at all, he always brings up D. Tysonator as being like kind of his inspiration for so many things, because D. Tysonator was doing those video game challenges before anybody else, like all the retro stuff, like coming up with crazy things to do. It's a good picture of them together. We took it the other way too, so it wouldn't look as bad there. There you go. Yeah, I didn't know what to expect with D. Tysonator, because I'd only seen him on stream, and a lot of times on stream, like he's kind of doing a persona thing or whatever. But man, he was super cool. I gotta tell you, he was like so friendly and like super chill. Like, man, he was a really nice guy. Super easy to talk to, and big fan. He was a nice guy. Yeah, he was excited. I don't know, like he knew that D. Tysonator was going to be there, but D. Tysonator didn't know that, so like he didn't even tell him like he was there. He just wanted to surprise him. But I'm not sure how he knew D. Tysonator was going to be there, because it was in the back of my head. I was like, I'm pretty sure D. Tysonator's here, but I don't know why I knew that. I couldn't figure it out. What's up, Bismarck? The Apple Man. Yeah, it was awesome. And then look at this. Oh, we got a better picture. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. So I was there and I was like, dude, I know Barbarous King is here somewhere. I just got to find him. And then like I was on my elevator and he got on my elevator as I was going down. So it was just like, I just looked over and he was on the phone. He hung up the phone. I was like, couldn't have been more perfect. It was like, Barbarous King, man. MCR nice. What up, dude? And he was super nice. I talked to him for a little bit. And yeah, he was really friendly. I got to give him props for being such a nice guy. Cause I talked to him about when he hosted me and everything, and he just to thank him for it and stuff, and give him some context to it. And he was like, "Yeah, I don't know what it was. I just, I saw your name and it just kind of stuck out to me." So I was like, "Well, it's just destiny, I guess, right?" But I asked him about. I asked him what I always wanted to ask him, which is what I always think about, is the fact that like he's so consistent. Like he streams like every day, twice a day, same time every day. I was like, dude, how are you so like consistent? Like, how do you do it? Because most people can't do it. And he's like, He's like, dude, I was a teacher for a year. It was the worst year of my life. He's like, streaming's the easiest thing you could ever do in your life. He's like, streaming's easy. It's like, well, there you go. But anyway, he was really nice to me. Big ups to Barber's King. And he made a big thing about he was like how he was going to be like the worst player for the Mario Maker relay, but he did really well. He kicked ass in that Mario Maker relay. It was so funny. Like they did an interview with him after the race, and they had all the guys sitting there, and they, I think it was Keyzeron doing it. He asked him like, he's like, how'd you guys get good? Like, how'd you guys get good at Mario Maker? And they just went down the line talking about what they did to make themselves good at Mario Maker. I played Super Expert and I did this, and I practiced this, and I did this. And then he gets to Barber's King and he just goes, I was always good. And he just left it at that. It was really good. I was there. I got there on Saturday and I left Thursday morning. What's up, Bully? Yeah, that was one of my favorite interview moments. It was so funny, man. Just like, I was always good. And also, he was like, I don't know what it is about Mario Maker Runner. They were all so tiny, and he was like, because you can see here, he's not that big. Like he's probably like 6'2", but all the Mario Maker runners are just microscopic. So he's sitting next to him. He looks like their dad or something. You know, it's really funny. Someone in chat was like, "Wow, Barb's an absolute unit." I forget what I was going to say. I was going to say something else, but anyway. Good picture. So this was the Ninja Gaiden 2 race. I took this picture only because I'd never seen so many people crowd around the front stage like that for anything really. And like ironically, no one could say jack squat. So
You got $1.
Thank you, Zerg. Thank you for that $1. Oh, I guess I have text-to-speech on bits as a different voice than subbing. Interesting. But like when you're sitting here, if you're not right here, you can see this TV. But if you're not right here, you can't see anything. So like we're all crowded around, but we couldn't see a thing. Didn't matter. It was the excitement of it. But it was a really good race, man. Like Blecky and Mythical were like, they're going 100 miles an hour with their commentary and like passing it back and forth, and they just nailed it, man. It was such a good. I was more in awe of the commentary than the gameplay. I was just like, man, you guys are really killing it. There's Cool Kid. There's Slipsider. There's a Smug Face. Later on, three legends of gaming right there. Sinister tried to like duck out of this picture. I was like, Sinister, I obviously want you in the photo. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. So then that night we went to Medieval Times. Man, we're only to the Medieval Times store. We're taking our time here, aren't we? So Carrie got all in a big get up for it, you know. And TMR as well, of course. I mean, look at him go. He's very noble. So we had a whole group of us. We had 12 people. This is the bar beforehand. And we were the Yellow Knight. So there's 6 knights. And everybody got a different, like each section you're in was a different, where you cheer on a different knight. And we got the Yellow Knight. So we got to cheer on the Yellow Knight. TMR took a waitress home. What's up, Mitch? Yeah, dude, I didn't even notice that, man. Hell yeah, dude. I should have gotten some slushy. I paid so much to get in, I didn't want to buy anything. There's me and McFly. There's the banner McFly bought for $5. Like, guys, we need a banner. Got to get the banner. So it's kind of dark in here, so these pictures are a little blurry, but just taking it down the line. I was in the middle there, so we got everybody down that way and then back down the other way as well. There's Flipsider at the end, cheesing all the time. This is the Hob. This is Hob's girlfriend. So I had to take better pictures with everybody. Oh, because she was dressed in those clothes. Oh, now I understand what you meant, Booster Shane. I understand now. We won because you bought the flag, yeah. They took like a big group photo of us. We didn't buy it because it was expensive, but yeah, Flipsider had just the most ridiculous smile you've ever seen. It was almost worth buying it just to see that because it was absurd. Cypher and Apollo. Nobleman. McFly and McWife. How adorable. There's that TMR and Carrie. She's not. I didn't realize she didn't wear her yellow crown. What's up, 9 spaces? Yeah, Flip was like a young child. A young child to celebrate that. So yeah, here's some pictures of us. This is our night right here, the yellow night. And so there were 6 sections, and so we're like on the end section. So they like do like games and stuff, and then they joust and battle, and ultimately to end with one single night remaining, and that's the winner. And you know, we weren't feeling that great about our chances because we're over here at the end. Like, you know, there's 2 nights that are in the middle. Those are probably the people who paid the big bucks. You know, they paid more money to sit in the center. They're probably going to get the rewards for being there. And we weren't feeling super like we were going to make it. Oh, what's up, West Copeland? Have you ever been to one of these, Wes? You would have a good time. It's ridiculous. You eat with your hands. There's no silverware. The guy gave me like extra food because I was vegan. It was pretty awesome. They're all over the place. There's probably one in Massachusetts. There probably is one. But this guy over here, this guy right here, he was like the rival of us, and he kept coming over to our side and you know, trying to like taunt us or whatever. And like TMR and Bad Breaks and Dexter, like he just kept staring at him all the time, like, oh, look at me, and they're all just like, boo, get out of here, and they just kept going back and forth all the time. Man, it was really funny. We ended up falling in love with that guy, and these were like the queen and her whatever advisors. They had a whole script that they went on or whatever, but anyway, and they did some like other horse related stuff. This is a better shot of what the arena looked like. But here, I mean, here's the picture heard around the world. This is why we win, I think, right here for this picture. McFly was like, just imagine TMR at medieval times. It'll be so funny. It's like just, I mean, it's like medievally food. So yeah, they give you a huge piece of chicken and some corn, stuff like that, I guess. Oh, I've got a close up of that in a second, Billy. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we like when I show TMR this picture, he's like, dude, what's with Bad Breaks? So I zoomed in on it. Oh shoot, it's not there. Well, we'll zoom in on it here. There you go. Bad Breaks face. What's up, CHX? You back home? I don't think he knew I was taking this picture. But he was like, I hope no one takes a picture of me, because he was like making some dumb face. But anyway, yeah, so like, you know, they give you like metal plates and stuff, and then you just eat with your hands. Yeah, I tweeted that at him, Dan. So there's them like riding around on their horses and stuff. So this is the guy who was always who was taunting us the whole time. So this is definitely the funniest part of the whole thing, though. So they came out like one by one because they were getting announced. And so one of the first guys out was this Red and Yellow Knight, which is the guy that had been taunting us. And if you can see here, he's staring. He's not looking straight ahead like everybody else. He's staring at Bad Breaks and Dexter. He's just like staring at them. And they're doing all these introductions, so it takes like several minutes. And like the whole time, he's just staring right at Bad Breaks and Dexter. It was hilarious. It was so funny. And then like the other knight comes out and pulls up next to him, so it like blocks his view. And so he just goes, Like that, he just leans back so he can keep staring at him. Oh man, it was so funny. I was dying. I was dying laughing. Yeah, you came a little late, CHX. I mean, that, you know, first time you're like, sure, I'll just drop in for a day or two. What's the big whoop? Next time you'll want to be there all week. That's just how it goes, man. You're still in Orlando, too. Wow. Sticking it out. But long story short, our night one. Our night one. It was incredible. Our night one. Like, we couldn't believe it. I was like, dude, we're in the cheap sheets and we won. But then when they won, they like came over and like gave this like little girl like a sash, like she was like, or something, and she was like the girl of the night or something like that. I don't even know. But the parents seemed like totally expected of it. So what I think is we just got lucky and we sat in their section, like they paid to win. I think they paid to win, and then we sat in their section, so we got to win too. That's what I think. I don't know. But anyway, our night won. So we had to take, they all hung out afterwards, which is really cool. So we took some pictures with them. So there's Carrie with our winning night. There we are with our winning night, number one. I don't know what's up with the profile. I wouldn't have taken a picture like this, but there we go. That's a good picture. Yeah, I'm not sure. We need to look it up still. We don't know exactly how it works. Because it is very, like, their battles are kind of scripted and stuff, so I don't feel like they could switch things up very much. And my best guess was that this guy just always wins, and they just, like, shift around what outfit he wears each night. But I don't know. Even that would be confusing, because they'd have to make sure they said the right names of everybody each time. So I don't really know how it works, but... great blurry picture there. This is the, so yeah, this is the guy who was our rival all night. He was really friendly. It turned out he was quite nice. Would you believe it? Because I was one of the biggest booers, so I was like, dude, I had such a good time rooting against you. He's just like, I love what I do. We all had to get pictures with them and stuff. The bad breaks face, or there you go. There's the Flipsider face. Some more Flipsider face. He's got so many faces. He's always like, eh. He's kind of like Popeye or something, you know. He's like, rah, 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 rah. There's a good one of the noble TMR with the noble Yellow Knight. There's an almost normal Flipsider face there. The King and Queen. Pretty good. It's kind of fun, like, you know, TMR is like, he was going from Poland to Orlando, then straight to Mexico. So he like had all this stuff with him. So he probably could have dressed up a little nicer there, but yeah, I got to give it the Knight's smile is a little cheesy. He's got a little bit of a dopey grin. I mean, he's got to have some flaw, right? I mean, he's ridiculously handsome, so... Like, whenever he came out, we're like, guys, we got the handsome knight. And, of course, TMR with the queen. He's like, my queen, my lady. And then, like, right after this... Like, we were thinking we could get back in time for the Punch-Out thing. But, like, we were supposed to watch... So, at this point, the schedule for GDQ was like 3 hours behind schedule. So we were supposed to watch the Punch-Out thing and then go to Medieval Times. But because everything was so far behind, when we finished Medieval Times, the Punch-Out thing hadn't even started yet. So we were like, man, maybe we can make it back fast enough. But then we started taking all these pictures and we were like, screw it. So right after this, I pulled it up on my phone and they were fighting Macho Man. I was like, dude, they're already at Macho Man. It's only like 17 minutes into their run. What the heck's going on? And so we all just like gathered around our phone in the lobby and like watched them through Tyson. Like everybody was gone but us. And we're just all gathered around our phones watching them just play perfectly the whole time. And when they got and then when he knocked out Tyson, like we just erupted. It was like a football game or something. We were like, yeah, yeah. We were going nuts. Yeah, they nailed it. I talked to Sinister about it the next day, and because I had heard the night before that they were like, oh man, they're practicing in the practice room, and it was not going well. That's what I had heard. So when they like nailed that run, I was like, what the heck? And so I talked to him the next day. I was like, did you guys did something connect? Like, did you guys get some practice in while all of a sudden things kind of clicked or something? Because I heard it wasn't going well. And he was like, no, not at all, really. He's like, our PB was 37 minutes going into that. And I think they finished in 22. So like I don't know, man. They're both just like, they're just legends, man. They get up on stage, when the lights go down, and they just turn it on, man. They got that gene where they kick it into gear when they need to. Princess is in another castle. Dude, if you tell him that, he'll tweet that out, I'm sure. He's gonna steal it from you. I tweeted this at Cypherin. So this was after that we got back, because we thought going to the Medieval Times we were gonna miss this relay, but it turned out we got back way before the relay even started. But I took a picture of this to tell Cypher, and I was like, Cypher, and your run's on deck. But it was like 8 p.m. the night before his run. His run was at noon the next day. But these two runs right here are over 12 hours long. It's pretty good stuff. He said he had a brief heart attack when he saw it. I mean, I was just telling him, like, I wasn't doing it like to trick him or anything. I was just like, I just thought it was funny. And then when he saw it, he was like, oh crap. Then he realized. This is Skunky here, Ninja Turtle Master, Ness Master, another Ninja Turtle Pro, and they're doing a race here. Ness Master having the time of his life, getting to play with Skunky. Again, this is posed a little bit. He was like trying to smile. I was like, Skunky, look like you're having the time of your life, man. So he gave me this big smile. So that. Well, I haven't seen Harry Potter. When Harry Potter came out, I was an adult. All right, I was in my 20s. I did not have kids. It's pretty easy to miss. By the time Harry Potter was done and gone, then I had kids, and they're not old enough, so pretty easy to miss. Yeah, Paula's a weirdo. He should be the one who you're yelling at. He was right in the block. So yeah, this is the next morning, and then Barb came in and he was playing doing some ninja runs just to hang out, and there's no one else around, so I came and sat down next to him and talked to him for a minute again. Just watched him play some Mario Maker. My own personal Barb stream. It was pretty cool. And he was kind of like, as he was playing, he was kind of talking about like the stuff he was trying to do and everything. And I was like, so do you have a hard time turning your streamer mode off when you play games? He's like, yeah, earlier I was playing by myself and I just kept talking to myself. It's like, yeah, I was like, that's why you think streaming's easy, because I was like, that comes natural to you. I was like, when I play games with myself, I don't say a word, so it makes streaming a lot harder. Dude, there's people out there who haven't seen Star Wars. I mean, come on, that's what's crazy. All right, so here we are setting up for for Home Alone. We'll look at more of that in a minute. But they kind of screwed me on this thing. So like I talked to the guy from World 9 when we got there because he saw me playing. The night we got there, I was teaching Cypher in Home Alone, and he saw us doing it. And he's like, oh, you're the guy who reserved a place. I reserved a tournament area for Home Alone. And he's like, oh, you're the guy who reserved a tournament area for Home Alone. I was like, yeah, exactly. And I told him what we were doing, and he seemed into it. And I was like, he's like, how many people? And I was like, well, I think I need about probably a dozen. Could be a dozen or more. So I'll need like, you know, a lot of CRTs and stuff and Nintendos. And he didn't blink or anything. He's like, okay, yeah, we'll have some CRTs over there for you. And that's all he said. And I was like, all right, sweet, we're all set. Because whenever Jeff did like a little tournament thing, his room was stocked with CRTs and Nintendo consoles and everything. So I was like, oh, it's all set, no problem. And so anyway, that morning, I'm like waiting for that guy to show up. He just never shows up. And I went up and talked to him. And they're like, oh, he's not in today. I was like, what the hell, man? I was like, well, I need like a dozen Nintendo consoles. And they were like, I was like, you have that many? And they're like, oh, no, not at all. Not even close. So I was like, oh, crap. So that for like 2 hours, we were just scrambling. I just finally just gave up and started just grabbing CRTs and bringing them over there and just setting them up without even asking. I just started grabbing all the CRTs I could. And asking everybody I knew who had a console, like, hey, can we use your console? Can we use your console? Can we use your EverDrive? Please, let me use your EverDrive. But we ended up getting it all set up. I think if we had more consoles, we could have set up even more spaces, but it worked out okay. Because my camera is like against the wall. I couldn't get it any further back. So we would have had to change the whole setup otherwise, but like I brought a tripod and everything, so... A Jeff Mario? Oh, that was no, last year. I was just talking about at the last one we did that Bullet Bill tournament. Like I just kind of assumed when they set all that up that I was like, oh man, they've got lots of Nintendo consoles, and if they don't, he's gonna say something when I mention that. I should have brought it up and said, hey, do you have a dozen consoles for me hidden somewhere? And maybe he does, and the people who were there didn't know, but I don't know, man. But yeah, we had a good time though. I mean, it was fun. Like whatever happened, whatever the end result was, we had a really fun time doing this. For those who aren't aware, before I left, I was watching Sin's stream, and he was showing how you can glitch these Home Alone guys, and make it easy to beat the game because they get glitched out. And I was like, oh, I want to do that sometime. And then I don't know, I was talking to Cool Kid and on his stream, and like we were talking about stuff. I don't remember what the impetus was. I really wish I could remember it, but something clicked in my head that I was like, oh shoot, we could all do that. Like we could do this at the same time. Like that'd be really funny to do it at the same time. And so I popped out the emulator and I played it a little bit, and I realized that the method that they were using for the glitch wasn't very reliable. So you would get it eventually, just resetting a couple times. I mean, it really isn't a big deal, but I was like, I need this to be like I need this to work like 100% of the time, or we're never going to get it. And so I played around with it, and I figured out like a better way to do it. And if you did it this other way, it did work every single time. And I was like, dude, I can get it to work every single time. And I was like, if I can get it to work every single time, I know we can get these guys to do it because they're much better gamers than me. So I made like a YouTube tutorial for it, and I taught people in the practice room how to do it. And yeah, everybody picked it up and was good and ready to go. See, we got some other. So there's a picture of all the Home Alone TV there. And I'm sure there's a lot better pictures of this because I was using my camera to film. So I don't have any other pictures after this. Like I put my camera up and that was it. So yeah, that was my strat, man. That was my strat. I mean, it was adapted from an existing strat, but it's kind of funny to call it my strat because it's like you put the trap in one tile lower, and that's it. Like, it was very minimal difference, but that little difference made all the difference, you know? You haven't seen my tutorial? Come on, watch my tutorial. Dude, that tutorial has 2,500 views right now. Nest Cardinality is going to get... That board is going to blow up. Nest Cardinality is going to get slammed. We'll watch the tutorial in a minute. I'll pull all that stuff in a minute. I want to get through these pictures too. But yeah, after we did this, I tweeted out just the last 30 seconds of the last 30 seconds of the run of all of us getting it, and tagged everybody in it. And so they were, you know, everybody retweeted it and stuff. That helped get visibility out. But just the tweet alone, like, the video got to like 2,000 views. So, and honestly, that's all anybody needs to see is the ending. But whatever. But we'll look at the other stuff. Some other stuff came from this after the fact. We'll look at it in a minute. Here's some more. Here's some more of the big boys playing this game, playing some more Battle Royale. This picture's so good. I sent this to Darby and Blecky because it's such a good picture. They should frame this picture. They're having such a good time. But yeah, when we were doing that Home Alone thing, like Sinister One was watching, Darbian was watching. We had an audience, man. I was talking to Sinister One during it. I was and KLM came up or something. I was like, Sinister, have you ever talked to somebody while they're in the middle of getting a world record? You know, I was like, this is future Home Alone world record player KLM. Some more just hanging out sessions here, taking some candid shots. Only Ztox participated in the candidness. Everybody else caught me in time to smile. More candid hangouts. Yeah, I think that's CHX right here, actually. Pretty sure this is CHX. So this would have been Wednesday night. So this is when we're all like, dude, we got to wake up really early for Awful Block. We should all go to bed, and we were failing at going to bed. And then because the Awful Block was so far, like the schedule was so far pushed back, I was gonna miss the Barbie race, so I had to watch some Barbie racing in the practice room to make up for it. Yeah, that's Kajink. That's Kajink, and that's Sharif, aka Sharfers. Dragon's Lair Lech. He mentioned it, Skittlebrow, because I told him, I was like, yeah, I'm just bummed I'm not going to get to see your race because it's behind schedule and I got a flight to catch in the morning. And he was like, he's like, you watched my last run, man. It's all good. And I was like, oh yeah, the Dragon's Lair run. That was some intense, one of the most intense runs I've ever seen. He's like, yeah, I have a hard time explaining to people who don't know me that I'm running Barbie. A little bit better picture so you can see. That game's hard. It's a hard game. It's not a pushover. They got the Pringles game set up again. You could play the Pringles game. Dude, what the hell? Look at this. You see this back here? This picture is Danny DeVito. You see that? People would change the backgrounds on a lot of these things. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, that's all I can zoom. So Flipside and I, we woke up at 4:30 in the morning. No alarm necessary for the Awful Block. Had a Dr. Pepper to wake ourselves up. So we came down and watched the second half of Maiku Yama's run. So this Maiku Yama all dressed up. I don't know what he's dressed up as, but he's dressed up. And there's Cyphern up there. Faust. The Genesis crew. He was playing Super High Glide. It looked, by all intents and purposes, it looked like a pretty fun run. And like his one of the memes from his run carried on through the rest of the events, so I think it was well received. Yeah, the awful block was a good time. There, speaking of the awful block and Apollo, there he is right there. Apollo, why didn't you put your hand in the straps and hold it like an actual shield, dude? If someone held a shield like this, it would not be an effective shield. They'd lose their fingers. They were too small. Oh, man. I made it work. You can kind of like, I was like pinching them. I didn't put my arm in it, but I was like pinching them. So after this run, he was on the couch for Rocky and Bullwinkle, and he put on the moose horns or whatever. And I was like, I told him, I was like, Apollo, you are the carrot top of speedrunning. So I hope you guys pick that up. You carry that with you. That's the new, that's Apollo's new nickname, man. The carrot top of speedrunning. But we're gonna watch this run. We're gonna watch this run. There you go, look at that. Oh, yeah. This is our behind the scenes selfie here. Did one with the mask up and the mask down. So here's some of the awful block crew getting ready for the race. There's that's Dexter there. This is Jeff. This is the guy who arrived without a hotel room, thinking when he knew when the awful block was, but it was so far delayed it kind of screwed him over. Dude, Shanna doesn't look excited here. What the heck? This is gotta remember that moment. Sathrash. I talked to him. He's got some of the funniest clips of him like passing out on stream. Focused. Can't wait. Oh, there's Mike Yama right there. You can see him in his outfit. There's one of the guys who's always dancing. So he was there even at that early in the morning. There we go. The carrot top is speedrunning right there. What's up, Lynx? Apollo, oh, he moved up to the front row. Man, nice, dude. I feel like that makes me and Mike Yama, like, we're buddies now, too. Like, he, I don't know why, but when McFly got up from the ActRaiser race, I guess he was just flying high or something. And, like, he went to go over to the interview. He left his cart in the console. And it's on stream because you can see me standing there like in the camera shot, and you see me like look around for a second, and I look over and I realize that his cart is still in the console, and I was like, I got to get that for him. And Mike was up there setting up, and I was like, Mike, I think that's McFly's console, McFly's cart. Can I have that? And he got it for me. So like we're best friends now. Best friends. Hellkite, that is a popular opinion amongst cynics like yourself. Most people enjoy it. I don't know. To each his own, right? But I would say if you took a poll, it's by and large, most people enjoy those guys dancing, so be it, right? Dude, Dance Dad, aka Wolfman, he's something else, dude. Because like when he's not dancing on camera, he's on his phone. I assume his phone, chatting in chat. He's in there talking with everybody on the stream, talking about what's going on in the room, talking about stuff, and then like it cuts away from whatever's going on back to the room. Phone nowhere to be seen. He's dancing. I don't know. I don't know how he does it. The guy's, he's got it on, he's got it locked down. He's figured it out, dude. There's Cool Kid getting ready to wreck some Rocky and Bullwinkle. I told him like 20 times, I was like, Cool Kid, man, you got to goof, man. I want you to goof. Like, you got to goof. But he didn't want to do it. After the run, he was like, He's like, yeah, I should have goofed. I was like, I told you should have goofed. But he's like, I just wanted to beat the game fast. I think this was his, like, you know, he just wanted to show that he could crush this game. And he did. The moose and the palest man alive. There's some Shanna eyes there. It's like she knows she's in this picture. I see her smiling. Oh yeah, look at this right here. Oh, there's a better one. There we go. The other Mexican brothers. What an honor. Yeah, Mr. Dino, the Nest Master. So this was, so yeah, McFly didn't even get to stay for the run, for the Castle of Dragon run, because he had to catch a flight because it was so far behind schedule. And the irony is that the awful block, they managed to cut the setup time so quickly that they caught up in the awful block. So it just kind of screwed him on it. He only missed the run by 20 minutes. And then his plane was 2 hours late. He could have stayed and watched it. It was just a mess, but he watched from the airport. He got a shout out. It all worked out. But yeah, Mr. Dino is a blast. I'd never met him before, and I'd only seen his stream briefly, but I'm a fan. I'm a Mr. Dino fan now. I'm on board. And this is the last picture I took right here. I went ahead and kept it because he was talking about how tired he was. I was like, all right, this is a good picture of Dave Stero. He'd been volunteering, and because it was like, because everything was behind schedule, his runs and his volunteering shifts were like running into each other, so he hadn't slept all week. So this is where we got with it. Pretty funny. Good picture of Shanna, though. You could crop it out. It just looked like you have like two different colors of hair, you know? So yeah, let's hold on. Let me pull up the other thing here. So those are my pictures. GG to pictures. So as I was saying, we did the Home Alone thing. Let me see if I got this. Here's a little bit of my tutorial here. Here we'll pause this music 1 second. Oh man, it's so quiet now. I don't like it. Yeah, but here you go. This just to hear the beginning. Like I cheesed the heck out of this, right? What's up, guys? This is your boy, MC Aaron Eyes, coming at you. I got a hot world record tutorial for you. You want a world record in an NES game? I got the ticket for you. This is going to work every time, and you're going to get it first try. I've got the emulator up. So there you go. I made it super cheesy and stuff. So yeah, look at this, man. 2,600 views. Dude, this good. It's going to blow up, man. This thing's going to blow up. I did this whole thing in one take. I did it in one take. And it went really well. And I was like, dude, I nailed it. It's great. And then I uploaded it, sent the link to Sin, and Sin was like, dude, his name is Harry. And I'd called him Larry the entire thing. I called him Larry a bunch of times in a row. And I was like, dude, that's really embarrassing. But I did it so well, like I don't want to go back and fix it. And so I just down here in the comments here, I put the manual calls him Larry. So let's see, I wanna, can we upload that? Yeah, there we go. Let's upload that. I felt like that was a pretty good cover. Yeah, cool kid, great tutorial, liked and subscribed. Huh? Thanks, cool kid. Good job. Great tutorial. All right. Good job, buddy. I like that. But yeah, at the end, I ask for a picture in picture. I ask for a like, a comment, a subscribe. I mean, the manual, I don't think actually, I didn't read the manual. But if we haven't read the manual, we don't know. Maybe it does call him Larry. I don't know. So that was the tutorial. I don't know. It was just so easy to teach it to people. I don't think anyone really even watched the tutorial. We just taught it to people live, and it really wasn't a big deal at all. Let's see, let me find the other thing here. So then I made the video for it. It took me forever, dude. It wasn't auto-saving. I didn't realize it wasn't auto-saving. And it crashed. When I went to export it, it crashed. And I had to start all over again. It was the worst. So I had to do I did this whole video twice. Well, here, we'll just watch the very beginning and the end. The middle is very boring, as you can imagine, so. So we were doing this, and we'd been doing it for a few minutes, and Darbian came over and was like, he's like, hey, we had the idea that every time you guys reset, you should turn the volume up a little bit. So every time we reset, we were turning the volume up. So it's just getting louder and louder and louder and louder. And it probably wasn't that loud, but it felt like it was filling the room with this music. Yeah, someone gave it a thumbs down, man. Lanks, why'd you got to do that, man? I had to make sure we showed the reset because, you know, or else it's not valid, right? And plus I wanted it to be clear that it wasn't our first attempt. I probably could have adjusted the brightness on my phone if I had looked closer to see that it wasn't quite capturing it perfectly, but I mean, it all worked out, you know. But I told Ness Cardinality about it, and I was like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. If you want to be around, you can come watch it, you know, it'd be pretty fun. And he was like, oh yeah, absolutely. He was really into it. He's like, yeah, I want to be there. And so he came down to watch it, and I was like, hey man, do you want to, like, you know, give us countdowns and stuff, be our host master? He's like, oh yeah, that sounds great. And I guess I wasn't like super clear with some people when I talked about it, because like he didn't know. So look at him, live coaching from Ness Cardinality. He didn't know until we started, like right when we started, that we were going to reset until everyone got it. He thought we were just going to like go, and then everybody eventually was going to have it. But he didn't realize we're all like, so as soon as we were about to start, he was like, oh, you're going to reset? He's like, oh, I love it. He was so excited. And then like one of JSR friends as well, like when we were setting up, he's like, so what's the cutoff? Like how many people need to get it before you let it go? And I was like, everyone. I was like, the magic number is everyone. I think Zetox was turning it down right there, but he should have been turning it up. That's all I know. So yeah, he's coming around with like watching it. Like, so for some of us, like they got it right away, but others were like waiting on Marv for a really long time. So it's kind of fun. Like half the people got it right at the beginning, and then we were waiting on the other people. Okay, let's skip ahead to when. So Apollo was the last person to get it. There's Shanna with some live coaching as well. So I think the last two people that have it were like, yeah, here, Cool Kid's about to get it. There's Marv. You can kind of barely see it. So there goes Cool Kid. So I think the last two people were Green Z and Apollo. All right, then Green Z got it. We were excited at this moment because he learned it like 5 minutes before we started. So he was the freshest. Him and McFly were the two freshest folks. And then Apollo gets it. He does you can't tell, but he's doing the moonwalk. You can do a glitch that makes Kevin moonwalk. So he's doing the moonwalk there. The total show off. He goes down there. He just has to wait a minute. Boom. He's got it. Just waiting for Marv to go up here and get stuck. So we can all... There it is. We did it. We're so proud of ourselves. And we went through and we had to steal Green Z's controller so that he's making people nervous. We did our introductions here. This was for the video to validate for the leaderboard. I wanted to make it clear who had each TV, so that when we submit, it was clear. Now, of course, Ness Cardinality was there, so he knew, but... Yeah, he probably wanted to go to the treehouse like KLM did. McFly is the best entrance here because he's completely off screen. There he goes. Just booyah. In and out. And so, yeah, if you don't know this game, like, you have to wait 20 minutes to win. So now it's just like wait and pray that there's not a power outage. And then I have no idea what I'm talking to him about. I could probably listen louder, but... Oh, I just want... So we get... I think this is when we get some celebrities here. There we go. Look at the celebs. Celebrities. All right, the young boy. Yeah, I had to keep yelling at everybody. I was like, sit down. Don't block the TVs. We're recording. We had to have some enforcement on the side so people wouldn't wander in and block the TVs and stuff. All right, so we can skip to the end. I mean, we just kind of hung out for a while. And then the big moment. We were running a timer on the side. That's why we knew how much time was left.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I love how they all turned. Like, it worked, man. They all turned at the same time. It was great. It actually worked. I wasn't sure that it would. High fives all around. Felt good, man. It felt good. It didn't take us very long to do it either. I mean, we got the full setup within about half an hour of starting. Yeah, I left it in just right at the end where you could hear Fap say, like, my console did something good. Because I played on his console, and the night before was the Zelda relay, and like he had a lot of problems with his controller and the Zelda relay. His B button wasn't working at times, and so I used his controller and stuff. I was like, dude, it worked. It was all good. You don't have to throw it away yet. But yeah, so I made this video and I posted it, and then like a few hours later, I got like a message from Apollo. He's like, dude, check this out. And like, I clicked on it and it was like, it was a Polygon article about the thing. I was like, what? We're on Polygon? Like, what the heck, man? So I assume he found it from, like, he didn't reach out to me or anything. So I don't know where he got the information was, but he surprisingly nailed it. Like, it was pretty good. Like, I had written a description in the YouTube thing. So I think he got it from there, but all the stuff he said in it was right on. Like, he didn't get anything wrong. And, I was impressed. The only thing is, yes, like, how long did this take? I'm like, it was attempt 23. I mean, it says it right there, but in any event, and I couldn't, there's no way to contact him. So it is what it is. But, I thought it was kind of funny that we got that the run got some publicity or whatever. It's pretty funny. And the screenshot they used on their Facebook page was like, it was when we were all sitting there and I'm turned around and it said something like, the guy on the bottom left is asking, why has no one ever thought of this before? Seriously. And like the guy on the bottom left was me. And I was like, that's true. Like, how do they know that? That's true. So I don't know if that was just a lucky, like, random throwaway line that they put on there, or if they actually knew that was me and that it was my idea or something. I don't really know. But anyway, it was pretty funny how that all came together. It was a good time. And I'm glad everybody had fun, because that was all that really mattered, was that everybody had fun. And it has been submitted to the leaderboard. I don't think it's been accepted yet. I mean, this Cardinality's got to like get home and look at his 10,000 messages that he's got piled up. So, before he can see it. So I figured like we can watch like a little bit of runs and stuff and do something like that. You guys can let me know like what was good, like what you saw that you liked, like what were your favorite moments, cuz I only got to watch like until I got home. The only runs I watched were the ones that I was like on the couch for the most part. I mean, I think the Ninja Gaiden 2 race was the only thing I watched that I wasn't on the couch for. And then once I got home, I just had it on all the time. So I watched like everything that was on there. And last 2 days are really, I mean, they had a lot of good stuff. So it was a lot of fun. Yeah, the Awful Block was good. We'll watch Castle of Dragon. We got to watch Castle of Dragon. Castle of Dragon was really fun. So let's see. If we go to, so there's like the Reddit. So reddit.com/r/speedrun. VOD thread. Never allow. So hopefully I don't drop too many frames here while I'm trying to pull stuff up, because it is my computer's working hard right now. Yeah, I heard that. See, it was funny because the Terraria stream. So we pulled it up in the room.
Give it up for our runners.
Pause that. Why is it still playing? All right, guys, we're losing a lot of frames. Hold on. Pause.
Hello, everybody. So
why is it not pausing?
I am joined by McGarry.
What the heck, dude?
And Jimmy Poopins on the couch here. And then our two runners. So McFly here.
I mean, am I
you might
blind
know him,
here?
Metroid McFly. You might know him from running.
I'm going to refresh it. I realize it's going like 5 frames a second right now, but it'll smooth out. Oh, there's an issue with the VODs. Okay. Yeah, they haven't uploaded anything in over a week, so do this so you can see it a little better. So hopefully things run smoother now. I'm sure they'll get up there on purpose. Yeah, Jimmy just walked up there. Yeah, I don't know. Like I was just sitting there, and then all of a sudden he was sitting on the couch, and we didn't have a headset for him anyway. So I was like, well, it doesn't really matter who's sitting there. So it seems good to me. Like hang out. And he seemed to enjoy the run. I mean, he was right on the edge of his seat, so it was all good. Yeah, I was surprised that the YouTubes have been slow. I'd rather watch it on YouTube where it's not quite as murder your stream type of stuff. But let's see here. We won't watch the whole thing. We'll let McFly and Sin watch the entire thing on their streams, where they could recap it if they choose to. But I just wanted to catch a few key moments. Oh, there was a lawnmower race later. I didn't know that. See, I missed that.
Hello, everybody. So I am Blecky. I am joined by McGarry Nice and Jimmy Poopins on the couch here. And then our two runners. So McFly here is,
12 minutes blind?
Metroid McFly.
That game took me like an hour, dude.
Metroid, Solomon's Key, all kinds of stuff. But he picked up ActRaiser 2, ActRaiser as well. And it's going to be awesome.
And on your left here, we got.
I was prepared to do a crazy intro if Blecky went big.
If you need to find Waldo,
he didn't go big, so I kept it small.
He's got second place on the leaderboard for this category, but first place in any percent. So he's got a lot of experience with this game. This is going to be a great race.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Are you guys all set? All right. Good stuff. Can't wait. So one quick explanation. Just so you guys know, they are going to be playing on professional mode, which means that you won't, along with a few other things, you will not.
Yeah, when he said he picked up ActRaiser 2, he realized like, oh wait, that probably doesn't give the impression that I wanted.
You're not going to be seeing any sim stuff. It's a legit part of the game, and it's a really solid run. So I hope you enjoy it.
I think I messed Blecky up a little bit because I had. Like he probably had in mind what he wanted to do, and then I told him like I was like, "Oh, we should really do this or that," and I think I got him mixed up a little bit there because like you could tell like he wasn't ready to talk about the fact that it's professional mode, and he was going to talk about it in the race. And I was like, well, I really think it would be better to talk about it in advance of the race, because people need to know, like, because a lot of people kept asking if it was like a mod of the game or something like that. So it's like, I would prefer we get that out of the way, what professional mode is, so people aren't like, where the hell's the sim stuff? Like, why are we already in the action? And it probably would have been fine to do it within the game itself, and it would have been totally fine. Like, but whatever. He was right, as always.
You want to count us down?
Are we ready?
All right, so what's the key moments here? Where do we start on here?
3, 2, 1, go.
We'll skip ahead a little bit here. We got.
So actually, I think.
Why did it go that fast? Wow, why did they go so far ahead?
Believe prefers pairs of stages.
Oh,
So
it's
12 total,
man, it's so hard to
followed
skip
by
around. This thing is
boss
40-hour-long
rush.
VOD.
This is one of the quicker, easier stages, and already, Sin is a small lead here. McFly is a small lead. Sin has to adjust just a little bit.
If you take
So yeah, we were looking at the pictures earlier. I showed you, like, we had Sin's monitor to the left of McFly. So it took us a minute to get used to the fact that, like, so he mixed up the screens because, like, Sin's monitor's right here. And so it was confusing when you look at it because they were switched in our brains. We had to get used to it for a minute, but
They're going to be trying to climb. They're going to get stuck in the wall. They're going to.
we'll skip ahead through some of this here.
Button at just the right time.
on this fireball, and
He also has to.
pretty onto the first boss here.
Yep.
I called that guy
So
the first
ideally,
boss. I don't know why I did that. I called him first boss because he's the first boss in Deathheim.
You actually
But
get with the pattern they do, it's going to
all
be.
right, this is a big moment
down
here.
in the upper left after he jumps back to the right.
So
let's
McFly
see
jumps.
McFly
Why he
get
caught the
back.
edge and then he got knocked off, man.
no.
Nasty death.
The deaths are very painful in this. You don't go back to the beginning of the boss. You have to go back to the beginning of the level.
Ooh.
Hey, what did you think, Sin, about having us in your ear? Did
So
that
they're
bother you at
actually-
all?
They're manipulating the boss where he's moving right now. And great kill by Sin. That's what we wanted to see.
All right, so McFly round 2 on this boss here. Well,
It's not the longest level. It's not the most
Yeah.
painful death. But he's going to have some time to make up.
yeah. So Sin now heading into Blood Pool 2. There, you'll see
Well,
a very
McFly's headset
similar,
was like,
oh no.
That,
McFly almost did it again.
similar,
Like he
kind of
jumped and he made
wall
that
base
same
on
jump
his
and landed on the edge again. He
Nice
almost
job,
died
McFly.
again.
Nice job, McFly.
But McFly's headset was like falling off, like it wasn't staying on correctly. And so he, like at one point in the thing, like he took it off. And I was like, dude, does he just not want to listen to us? Like, what the hell, man? It's like, it's not that bad. I feel like we're doing a good job here. Well, the reason I asked that, Sin, is this part right here. I know I made you laugh with this when you missed this clip.
Hit into the wall and kind of skip elevator
right.
cycle.
Yeah, and you'll see some elevators here. If he gets to skip, you'll be able
This
to
is a
tell
good- this is a good
where
line.
He's going to do it. You'll be able to tell the time savings here if he gets it. He did not get it, so it's only a few seconds time loss, but he's going to have to take this long elevator ride up and think about what he's done.
Yeah.
The burn.
It does get it. It won't be quite enough to kind of save all the time. I think it's about 4 seconds, maybe.
Yes.
But every.
And we said it was 4 seconds, but I didn't think about the fact that if McFly got it, it's a saving 4 seconds. So it's 8 seconds of comeback right there.
The boss actually very RNG heavy. Specific spots. Time is attacked.
Could get a bad pattern if he allows him to start teleporting around the screen. Losses and go ahead and just take the sure bet.
I think I explained that okay. I knew what I was trying to say about
Yeah, we do.
how they were trying to,
Job to both of them.
they intentionally let the transformation happen because they could get it to happen after one cycle, which was like a sure bet. Like it wasn't the fastest thing in the world, but it also, they knew they wouldn't be the slowest. So it was like, you know, it was no, they didn't want to gamble basically.
Series of very difficult jumps. Because for one thing we haven't mentioned, you're going to be seeing them jump slashing like Sin just did throughout the game. And
Yeah, I was really happy how the commentary went, especially like
when
I didn't have the confidence with the commentary, like each level, like Blecky was really on it. Like he kind of knew all the levels going like from the start. And like I knew stuff like once the level started, I was like, all right, this is what I want to say about it. But he was like, as soon as the level comes up, he's like, this is what the level's coming up. And like he knew all about it. So like that was my ideal situation, is like he can set everything up. I can throw some stuff in that I know about, and I don't have to know everything. So, I mean, like I made a great remark here, like, oh, you don't want to fall in the pits because that's bad. Like, you know, really just brilliant talk.
It
But
comes to that, but obviously they don't want to do that if they don't need to.
it's cool. He even mentioned the 3 or 4 cycle thing, and like
Here we have
McFly
to-
almost got the
I
3
think
cycle, so it
ideally
kind of
it's
came
a
up.
3 cycle or 4 cycle?
A 3 is ideal, but you're always gonna get a 4 cycle, which is totally fine.
So look at that. He asked me.
This looks like the sand
I
pit
responded. It
monster
was good.
as well.
Indeed.
Yeah, Mitch, I couldn't believe it, man. When I pulled up the manual because I wanted to know, like, it wasn't the manual, I wanted to know the names of all the bosses because I thought it would add some
Oh, he was one
legitimacy to the commentary.
Very similar.
And
Good job, guys.
and when I saw that the boss name was Dagobah, I was like, what the hell? I couldn't believe it.
So casting
All right, this is the
has a
best
number
part.
of different
This is the
things
best
to do.
part.
And actually, one interesting thing is they actually use different strats. So for example, Sin actually likes jumping over those mummies, whereas McFly, I think you may see
Like
in
this clip
kind of
comes up
damage
so
boost
fast, I
through.
kind of cut Lucky off
So
here, but I was
actually,
just
this is
like,
Going to be set up. This is
I was just like, I got to talk about this right now because he's gonna get a first try, and he did.
Oh, way to go!
So-
Sin nailed that jump.
That's actually
He's gonna go
probably
for
the
it.
hardest trick of the game.
Clip here as
Put it-
well, and he gets
and
the
he gets
clip the
that.
first try as well. Those are 2 enormous time saves. Let's watch and see if McFly can do that too to keep pace. This jump is very specific. He knew he wasn't going to get it from
Yeah.
the setup, so he went ahead and bailed
So
out.
everybody was watching McFly here,
Got a
Nice.
second
He gets
try.
a second
Excellent.
try. That's a
Okay.
big
and I
deal.
caught out of
One
the corner of my
hardest things to
eye.
run.
I'm looking over at Sin's screen, and I
That's
noticed that he's
11
missing these
seconds.
jumps,
So
and he
actually,
gets hit by the.
Sin
I
is-
knew right there. I was like, he missed the
Sin
elevator.
is-
He missed
Sin,
it.
Took a little bit of time lost here. He's probably he might miss this elevator cycle. That's going to be quite a bit of time lost as
Yeah.
well. So that's if McFly can make it through here quickly, he'll make it to the elevator in time. It's kind of like a bus. I don't know if you've heard that analogy before, but that elevator's going to leave without him, whether they want it to or not. So you
Yeah.
can see Sin's waiting here. We'll see if McFly can make it on time. If it's going to close the gap quite a bit, if he can get there.
Yeah. Yeah, because everything you do, the elevator cycles are based on when you, like, they start when you enter the room. So every single mistake you make is going to cost you a little bit.
And he makes the
McFly doesn't
elevator.
make it,
Okay,
so he just made up a
we
lot
just
of
really tightened up this race.
time. Absolutely.
We'd studied all this stuff, and like when that happened, and I caught it out of the corner of my eye, I was so happy. Like that, like made the whole race for me. I was like, dude, I noticed it, and I said it, and it was right. I was so proud. I was like, I felt like I'd earned my spot on the couch in that moment. I was like, we did it, man, we did it. If only I'd mentioned that it was 11 seconds, that would have been good. But I was super happy about that. Yeah, I was glad I got the bus line in there too, because we'd even talked about it, and I was like, yeah, it was like that bus thing, you know, but like it came out at the perfect time or whatever. But yeah, we went through all the stuff. There's only one thing that happened that we'd never gone through before, and in the boss rush with the merman fly. Or wasn't the boss rush, actually. I think it wasn't the boss rush. He's not in the boss rush. But at the end of the level with Merman Fly, because he like Sin, you did the standard kill on it where you just like slowly pull him across the screen. And McFly went on the right side and he hit him while he dove down. And I'd never seen him do that before, so I didn't know what that was, and I thought he was messing up. But his boss kill was actually faster than Sin's. And he just had enough health where he could do that, but I'd never seen him do that before, so I missed it. Yeah, Bismarck, you'd never seen it. Since saying it's a new strats. Yeah, I'd never seen him do that before, and I asked him about it later, and he's like, no, I figured out you could kill him, you could get more hits in, so I had enough health I could get more hits in. It would have been nice to realize that, but anyway.
So here we are on, say, is one of the first.
Come on, buffering. I can't skip around
So
because this timeline is so tight.
Record is, have we cut 20 minutes yet with professional mode?
Blackie is very
McFly's
optimistic.
record was, 22:55.
Okay.
But he's taken
Sub 20.
Sin and McFly have dropped that time down by about a minute just
Yeah.
in the last few months. So
Yeah.
they've done a lot of improvements with the run.
And in the introductions, we talked a little bit how Sin actually runs the main mode as well.
Can't even pause. This thing is so.
But
Alright, we
yeah,
can skip through
so
this.
Sin just
Just a hair, and it allows you
in professional. But Sin so far, Fly looks
Both got the same time on the boss there. It was close at this point. Is that the Japanese version? The Japanese version is much better.
So Aitos 2, another very scary level because this lava actually is instant death. So what they're going to be doing, and since so many things are just popping out of the lava,
Blacky's setting that up. He set it up. It's like he knew to mention that.
Over the lava rather than taking all that extra.
This guy's a
time
professional.
to hit these enemies.
Here comes McFly right here. Why did he do that? Why did he do that?
Oh no! McFly gets sent into the lava. Sin is just progressing right through this level without much of a problem. His health is a little risky, so I think he is just kind of taking a little bit of the extra time, but is doing.
He
really
manipulated that eyeball spawn so that he wouldn't take a damage there, so he's going to be all set. There's going to be a health pickup here in a moment.
Nice. And then we have the. Okay, that was scary stuff.
That's so funny.
So with this,
like that was intentional, but it didn't look intentional at all.
McFly's right behind her.
Gets it here. Oh, not quite. Gets it here. Oh, not quite first try. Gets it second try.
And again, he's just going to exit off the right side of the stage. The game says, well, that's what we expected, so you move right along.
The rest of the stage isn't too noteworthy. There's going to be.
Oh, there was like someone put like the best of, like they were doing like highlights, like best of day 1, best of day 2, and they did a best of the day that this was on, and they picked the race and about how like good it was. And he's like, oh, it was a great race. Blecky had great commentary. Everybody knows Blecky's like one of the best commentators around, and this is no exception. And like he gave like a clip of Blecky doing good commentary, and like he had to like clip me out of it so they could get Blecky's commentary in there without me talking at the same time. It was like this abrupt cut, so he could cut me out of it entirely. It was pretty funny. I don't blame him. I would just talk about Blecky too, for sure. Tense moment here.
Oh,
and he gets it.
Awesome.
And he gets it.
And
Great
there
job.
we go. Good
All
job.
right. This is the moment Bismarck was waiting for right here.
So right now we're on to Marana 2. This level, they're just going to take a lot of damage boosts as they come through it. It's pretty straightforward. At the end of the level, hidden behind a pillar is an apple pickup that will fill up your health. And a runner named Bismarck found that very recently. That apple has been waiting to be found for 30 years. No one knew it was there. He just was swinging his sword and found it. So it's changed this speed run because now this is kind of relaxed time. You just kind of push through, make sure you don't fall anywhere. And you know you're going to be set with full health for the boss.
Yep. But that said, the relaxation time ends when you get to the boss.
Listen to that transition, man. Blecky's so good.
So there's a few different things, or 2 different things the boss can do. You can either.
That said, the relaxation ends there because this boss is. I mean, like, come on, man. That is some top tier commentary right there. All right, where else we going? We're getting near the end here. I didn't have anything to talk about on this level, so I was really happy that Blecky took over. This part was just kind of just keep going right. I wouldn't have had anything interesting to say.
His name is Merman Fly.
Merman Fly. No relation. No relation.
So that's exactly what you want to see.
So you can see here, like,
leading him across the
if I does like a completely different strat,
away, and they don't really need
catches
to
me
take
by
any damage
surprise.
if they don't need to, so
Solid
every
kill by
time.
Sin.
Great job, Sin.
McFly right behind.
You look how many hits he gets. I mean, like it's obvious now that it's fast, but
So he was on the right side there, so he took off
Yeah.
running. He wanted to be on the left to pull him across, but no problem.
Cool.
Easy save.
So with Northwall 2, a lot of times when we lost or saved here, there's some important clips to be had.
more like easy save by me.
Yeah, so we'll see here.
Merman Fly, no relation.
So he does this a little
So
different.
freaking good, man.
It still is worth it. Nig on them without jumping, they start
So
away, so that on the right side of the
to get extra hits in.
yeah. By Sin.
And one thing, tiebreaker.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot! I need to go back here.
That's pretty close.
Talk about the score.
Absolutely.
I told him I was going to do
Solid
this.
kill by Sin.
And one thing I want to note, Blecky, if you look up at the score, it seems like Sin has the lead in the score.
Oh, that's very important because that's actually not important at all.
Oh, okay, sorry. Maybe as the tiebreaker.
I wish I would have caught the right there that McFly got a higher score because that would have been hilarious. Just been like, oh, he took the lead.
Defheim. All the bosses.
Yeah, I told Blecky in advance about that. I was like, if I mention the score, you can just look at me and tell me to shut up or something. Like, feel free to call me an idiot. I'm going to set it up. What's up, Ruffer? What's up, Axiom Effect? How's it going, guys? You watch this race, Rufford? No spoilers, man. This is a really good race.
And they're hoping to make it all the way to the Wyvern refight, die there intentionally.
This pattern is going to be really important here on this boss because you can lose a lot of time here if he puts himself in a bad position.
Absolutely.
If they decide that they're not going to skip the wolf transformation, which he's going to get it right here. He needs to watch out tonight.
I knew he was going to take damage here, and it was going to hurt.
Like you said, your health does not refill between fights. He's going to take at least one hit here. Okay, he's okay.
I was afraid he was going to take two.
Because especially, so they know they're going to die on
this is a big moment right here.
Fight, but
McFly predicted that.
For it? He's going for it, and I think he's going to. He's got it.
Nice job, great
Very
job.
rare.
That's close
Very
now.
rare to see a
That's the way to make up some time
in the refights. Yeah, that definitely made up quite a bit of time.
He's going to take some damage here. And it's unavoidable damage, but he's going to dodge the arrow. But the little shot that comes out is going to hit him every time. So he's down to his last hit. So he's got a choice to make here. He can take an intentional death on that.
I'm pretty sure, Sin, you plan to die here.
We'll see what he decides to do. He's only got a few second lead, so it's a big decision.
Yeah, they were telling me that this was.
I had to at least play it up that you might not. And you might try to go for it.
So okay,
he's going for the intentional death. That's a really quick boss, easy to take a quick death on.
McFly is the same decision. He has one extra hit of leeway, so we'll see. But yeah.
I think he's going to go for it personally.
Yeah.
Yes, and he is.
I've seen him go push through here.
And then
with like one hit so many times, so it's like
McFly made up a good amount of time.
I knew he was going to keep going. Oh man, now it's really close. Now it's really close.
Now he really has to execute on this next boss.
Sin can be more aggressive because he has a full health here. Now it's all going to come down to this pattern. So right out of the gate, it gets a lightning. That's not what you want to see. You can lose a lot of time here with too many lightnings.
I feel like I'd said that like 12 times, but then I said it again. But it was funny because they had done races in advance of this, and I'd talked to McFly beforehand about it, and I was like, dude, once it gets to Deathheim, it's just kind of over at that point. I was like, unless someone like really screws up, like it gets kind of static. I was like, all the excitement's before that, it's like, what's the boss fight? This stuff it's just like super by the numbers, I was like, you can't make up that much time unless somebody dies, I kept saying stuff like that. And he's like, nah, man, I don't know, man, Callia, man, that pattern, like it, you never know what could come there. You can gain a lot of time there, like he was mentioning, the Zeppelin Wolf and stuff. And I was like, man, I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. And so I was like blowing it off, and then like that's exactly what it came down to. So I had to eat my words here.
We're thinking maybe this pattern might be important, and it turns out it's going to be.
I mean, look at their health, the boss health.
I can't believe Blecky noticed this. I was like,
effectively even.
I was like,
McFly will need to take an additional.
I was like, damn, Blecky,
freaking
great eyes, man.
Sin's getting another lightning.
I'm freaking out.
That's a few seconds lost each time they get a lightning.
I'm freaking out.
I keep repeating myself because of
McFly has taken the lead. Unbelievable. He's going to need to spend a very brief amount of time to take an intentional death, the one we were talking about before.
This is going to be good.
But so they're probably going to be just about even after that death.
Sin's going to take the intentional death as well,
yeah, you're right.
He's going to want this health refill.
Oh, that's so insane. Okay, so Sin is going to take this death. It's going to save a bit of time just because he doesn't need to run to see the death animation. But yeah, you see.
Yeah, this is a best case scenario for a race.
Not too dissimilar, I would say.
Yeah, they just don't want to take too many extra hits because they don't want to have to sweat it out with the final boss coming up.
The final boss is really, really rough.
All right, here we go. It's worth mentioning, I want to mention in advance since it's so close, the final boss does have a 3-cycle or a 4-cycle. So McFly's going to want to get the 3-cycle here. That could be the difference. The first phase, they're just dodging these meteors. They are RNG, so you can get kind of beat up by it. You want to be careful not to take any extra hits if you don't have to.
Yeah, but
I'm all tensed up here, man.
As we get into phase 2, so take no damage on phase 1, and then in phase 2, there's one more phase here. McFly needs that 3 cycle. If he gets 4 cycle and Sin gets 3 cycle, Sin might have it.
Okay, so it's gonna be important here. After he does each damage,
Thanks for
phase,
follow,
he's gonna shoot
Joshua.
out these fireballs out of his mouth, and they want to time it just perfectly. Just
That's when I knew it was over right
where
there.
the
When he got
fireballs
those
disappear.
fireballs,
Now
it's
he
like,
doesn't
oh,
have to
that's
worry
it.
about him on the damage phase, where he might have to step aside and not be able to do as much damage as he intends to. So you can see Sin, it adds a little lag.
It's
when
probably
Sin
over
has
anyway
those
'cause he had so much
fireballs
health,
floating
but-
around.
Oh, and McFly just saw the lag as well. This might be the 3 cycle.
got it.
That's it.
That was close, man.
Sin also looking to take that 3 cycle.
So he's gonna need the extra one. Man, that doesn't get any closer.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Sin's done as well. Wow. Great race.
Look how close that
Great job,
was.
guys.
Crazy.
And we went back and looked, and if Sin had 3 cycled and McFly had 4 cycled, we're pretty sure Sin would have won by like 1 second or something. Like it was that close. So McFly, you screwed up. You should have 4 cycled. But yeah, it was. I mean, man, because this could have gone all over the place. So it was pretty great. I mean, the fact that McFly was down, but like when he died early, but he wasn't that far behind. Like he was just close enough that it staggered everything that we could set up what Sin was doing, watch Sin do it, then look over to McFly, watch McFly do it. Like, you know, if you were scripting it, that's how you would script it, right? So it was pretty great. What's up, Alex? Yeah, chat was loving it, man. Chat was going crazy. They love that race. The only problem with doing stuff on a Monday is like by the end of the week, like people are like, "Oh, what's your favorite run?" It's like, "Oh, the last one I saw." You know, people remember what happened on Saturday or whatever. But the peaked early with these Monday runs. Yeah, it was good stuff. I watched this today with my family, and my daughter was getting on me. She's like, "Dada, why aren't you clapping?" Because like Blecky was like, "Oh, great job!" Like he was clapping and stuff. She's like, "Dada, why aren't you clapping?" I was like, "I don't know, just paying attention. I said good job. What do you mean?" But I was talking to Shanna about it because like I've done a few of these now, like where I've done couch commentary, and like it makes you appreciate different things. And like one of the reasons why Blecky's so good is that he's able to be informative, but he's also in the moment. Like he's reacting to what he's seeing, and like as a viewer, like he gets excited about things. And for me, I'm still like trying to get comfortable with that. Like, so like I'm so focused on what's happening and making sure that I accurately describe it and things like that, that I'm not as in the moment of like, well, that was really exciting or that was really terrible. It's just like, I'm not able to grasp it in that way. That's what makes Blecky so good, is like he gets as excited as the moment deserves because he can be in the moment for it, you know? And, dude, Blecky's like, I mean, he's like my idol, man. He's like the best. He's just the best. So to be able to do a race with him was just like the coolest thing ever. I'd do anything with Blecky. Whatever he wants. Whatever he wants, I'm in. You haven't watched Ninja Gaiden 2 yet? Well, I got to tell you, Rufford, it was awesome. Blecky and Mythical on commentary. Mythical's way better than me. They were like tag teaming between levels. And I assume they rehearsed because like they were setting up each trick with no time to do it, moving on to the next trick. It was really good, man. It was really good. Bismarck. Man, thank you, Bismarck. Thank you for that, man. Appreciate it, buddy. But yeah, it was a really good race, man. It was really fun. And I thought, yeah, we talked about all the things we wanted to talk about, the commentary, and so I know the commentary was good. So it was good, man. It was good times. I'm glad we could deliver what it deserved because they delivered on the race side of things. Oh yeah, Dan's always in chat, man. He's always giving it up. Well, no problem, Sin, man. I felt the pressure, man. I was like, dude, I gotta deliver. I gotta deliver for Sin. I gotta deliver. I don't want after this run Sin to be like, dude, why was it not just Blecky? I want Sin to say, okay, it wasn't that bad that Aaron was on the couch. That's all. That's all it was, yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of runs. I need to catch up on like everything. So far I'm like on day 1 still. So I'm gonna watch a lot of these races and stuff. But I'm still on day 1. I watched a lot of the Mario 3 race already. But yeah, it's gonna take me a while to catch up on this stuff. Like, how was Razor Freestyle Scooter not in the awful block? Anybody understand that? Like, what the heck? There's a few of these that are just kind of like randomly out of nowhere. All right, we can watch like a minute of Adventure Island 2. I don't think there's anything like overly like, oh, check out this moment, check out this moment. It was a fun run. It was a good time. We don't need to watch the whole thing here, but
hello. As you can see, so
you can see like, so people were commenting, and you need Eigensystem to be here, but people are commenting, I brought my Hawaiian shirt. I got this shirt in Hawaii, all right? I brought my Hawaiian shirt. I bought a 12-pack of Lay's that we could all wear. I brought my sunglasses. I was ready to go, man. Yeah, I heard M Medieval. I don't even know what that is, but I've heard so many people say it was really good, so. But so like I brought all this stuff and like, and McFly's there. I'm like, so McFly, where's your Hawaiian shirt, man? He's like, I don't got one. I was like, well, where are your sunglasses? He was like, I didn't bring any sunglasses either. I was like, McFly, you're letting me down, man. Come on. And like 5 minutes later, we walked over to the PCF table and they had free sunglasses. So we all got sunglasses. So that worked out pretty well. And you could see in the audience, there's a lot of people wearing those Lays because I had so many. So I tossed them out to the crowd so we could all be as tropical as possible.
Here in Florida, enjoying the sun and.
So they were behind schedule here. So they were like, please just start the run. So he didn't even think about introducing us.
So let's just do a countdown. 3, 2.
And I almost interrupted him when he did that. I was like, TMR, what about us? But I didn't want to do it. I was like, well, he'll figure it out.
So you have a total of 8 islands in this game, and I'm gonna be trying to avoid fruit.
He had practiced. He practiced like all day, the day before. Like he produced a lot. I mean, he practiced a lot, but it's a run where you need to play like weeks to really be like an ace at. And there's so many other distractions, but like he had forgotten all his strats, so he basically relearned the run at the event, basically. So we told TMR, you just talk the first couple levels because there's a lot to talk about, and then you're gonna have to focus, and then we'll start talking. And that's when he realizes that he never introduced us.
Okay, yeah, let's just start with that. So
the McFly gets the epic introduction.
Yeah, I have behind me McFly, also known as.
And then he realizes he doesn't have the time to overly introduce us.
Holder of Metroid and many other games. ActRacer, actually, he won ActRacer. He was playing.
Look at this introduction, man.
I just took a warp. I'm sorry. In the middle, I have MCA.
What's up, Ponicus?
And in the left side, we have Carrie Madonna. And I think
he's like, oh, and by the way, there's MCA and Carrie.
Yeah, so TMR just mentioned the warp he took. Basically, that was a hidden egg, and so you might see him hit some of those too. But the eggs that are laid
so
out
we never rehearsed.
Are pretty vital.
This was definitely the most seat of our pants commentary of all time.
Dinos that he can pick up, or maybe it could be the Hudson Bee, which is a power-up similar to a Superstar in Mario. So they're going to be extremely helpful for him. So definitely, as he's going through these levels, not only avoiding the damage and killing the enemies, but making sure that he's picking up everything along the way.
And there's a different set of eggs.
Honey Girl. It's the Honey Girl.
Each level. They're dictating which path he's going to be going on. So there's a lot of levels on each one of these islands, and which egg he takes is saying which level he's going to go to. So he knows the egg that he wants to get the direction that he wants to go for the shortest levels, the easiest levels. If he were to get a different egg, he would go a different direction. The items that drop out of the eggs are random, so he doesn't know what those are going to be. He hopes it's a 1-up because 1-ups are.
I don't really understand this here because I was like, you can get a 1-up. Like a literal 1-up can fall out of the egg, right? So that would be the best thing. Would be a literal 1-up.
Always really nice to have, right?
Well, in some cases, I want them to be points just because
Right,
of the lives.
Yeah, the points as well. So every 20,000.
So you can get 1-ups from points, but how would that ever be better than just getting a 1-up? Right? Like it was like Timar, you don't contradict me. It's like that's like I was like, yeah, you could maybe get a 1-up from points, but you could always get a 1-up from 1-ups, right? Like I don't even know what he was trying to say.
Points, he will get a 1-up. So that's as good as getting a 1-up drop in some cases.
And in that previous level, you just
I tried not to be like, what the hell are you talking about, bro? Like, look, you got 50 points. Why would you ever want 50 points?
That crucial for the water stages. She moves so fast for the water stages, and you'll be seeing that right here. If you're swimming without her, it's going to be a long level. This is the only one he has, so he has to be really careful not to lose it.
Very careful, yeah.
Yep, losing Dino here is pretty big time loss, and also
Yeah, maybe in a tiebreaker, right? You want to get a high score. See, I should have covered with that. It's like, it's true. You want to have a high score. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, I'm always a little bit afraid of losing Classy because it just takes so much time. Like, I mean, if you have that belly, just imagine that. If you have that belly of Master Higgins, like, of course Higgins swims slow.
I never got to the joke. I was going to make a joke about TMR skipping food. I was going to say something about it's the first time I saw TMR ever skip food.
So you can see that it's sitting there draining as he's going. So he's just
But we were too serious. I didn't do it.
Live if he doesn't get some food. You know, when TMR's going through the level, he's picking up not every fruit because there is a little bit of a countdown here. You see it has to pull it away. So it's much faster if he has less at the end. So it's a little bit of a gamble. You'll skip some of them as he goes through just to save a little bit of time. In the speedrun, that's crucial here. Maybe we'll be a little more safer.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to play without the glasses, but then I was seeing blurry and I was like, no, man,
Hey,
I'm putting back the glasses. It's all about the fashion, right?
Yeah, and this is the Hudson B that I was talking about earlier, so he's invulnerable at this
It's not a
point.
B.
He's gonna run through everybody.
It's not a B. Actually, it doesn't ever. The manual doesn't even say what it is. It just says honey girl, but it's probably a fairy.
Yeah, so some of those bats are like just straight attacking you. So sometimes like they start moving in a different. Hold on, a second. Okay, they start moving in a different way.
We went and looked back at the ESA run. I was like, let's find all the things he talks about in the ESA run and never finishes talking about because he gets distracted by his gameplay. And we'll fill all those in, and that'll be our commentary.
To go quickly, and this is a boss stage, so when he gets to the end of this level, your dino
he's going to be there for 4 months, Toastmaster, but he's going to be streaming from there. So we might get some streams with his brother. I don't know what.
So it gives you more time to do damage.
Yeah, he's going to be there for a long time.
In this case, Lapras doesn't actually do any shots, but they'll break the bubbles.
A honeybee cartridge. I don't know more.
But the other ones and other bosses, you will see they'll actually do damage as well.
The first shot goes towards the dinosaur.
Yeah, this one it alternates, and you'll see that.
So hopefully we get that Origin-S album.
There you go.
There we go.
One axe away.
So when he took that warp earlier, that warped him completely out of Island 1, and he's into Island 2. So this is the end of Island 2 now.
The bee-like fairy. Well, there you go. Alex just covered you guys. It is a fairy, and it's a bee, and it's a honey girl.
Remind me very quick.
Third egg.
Third egg. Don't forget.
It's actually very important because if you actually happen to miss the egg you need at the end of the stage, it can. I mean, I really don't know the other stages at all. And I don't know which routes and eggs I have to take after, so that's very dangerous.
Yeah, there are over 100 stages in this game, and he's not going to play, but you maybe a quarter of them. So you can imagine, there's no way he knows every single egg.
What do you think?
Egg!
Yeah, and so not only is it going the wrong way in TMR.
Oh, he really wanted that just everybody in the crowd to be chanting egg instead of orb, you know. But we never set it up properly.
This is the level that we're going to see another warp, so we're going to be able to skip from World 3 to World 4. Give quiet time probably here. He lost his dino here.
So he's got a little bit of stockpiles of these dinos, at least in case of the blue dino that he can kind of he can handle losing one or two, but so he picked up another one right here. So he still wants to be careful if you start running out of those and you're on your own. It's
there you go,
not
nice.
very fun.
You can see the change in pace the second the dino.
I say a lot. I've noticed. I need to work on that.
Okay. an island that looks nice, familiar.
Oh, it sure looks nice. I almost felt like it was this cold in Orlando the other day.
Some for the locals, some local jokes.
So I'm gonna be grabbing a backup dinosaur here, and well, so I try to avoid getting fruits. Some of those, not all of them. I mean, sometimes.
But the run before this one in the practice room, what he did was 37 minutes.
There was another blue dinosaur, so
Like-
that blue dinosaur goes back into his inventory, but he doesn't have the time waste of it actually changing the dinosaur.
Like it can go so badly off the rails.
Okay.
So we were
right
kind of
now,
nervous about it.
I'm
So this run went really well,
until stage 8,
considering
so
that.
I am the 8th island, so that's less pressure on me.
So just a little background on the story of this game. This is Master Higgins. In the first game, he saved a princess, but now he's saving the sister's princess, the witch doctor, that you never actually even see, has kidnapped her, and you're trying to defeat all the witch doctor's evil monsters to get her back.
When the lore is shorter than a level in this game.
So I think we have time for a quick donation.
Oh wait, we're gonna get Toastmaster donation here?
$100 from Toastmaster.
Hey, right there.
First time German, long time honk. Go TMR.
Thank you, Toastmaster.
Celebrity right there.
This is a very tricky stage.
Yeah.
It requires a lot of focus. Sometimes you focus while talking, so that's why I'm talking. No, you say, oh, no. And sometimes you don't focus while talking, right?
So yeah, maybe talking isn't the greatest idea there. This is a pretty difficult stage. I would mention though, you know, TMR did lose his dino there and took that death. However, in this stage, you actually can collect another blue dino, which is because of the one he gets right there in that egg. So there's different symbols.
So McFly was on point with some of this stuff, man. He knew these
There's a
levels.
heart, there's a club, there's a spade, and
That's a nice
yeah,
dino.
a dinosaur. Yeah, of course.
All these low jumps are so challenging too.
Yeah, this is a really intense game to watch. I feel like anybody seeing this for the first time, you see it right in front of you what's going on. He's going really fast. The enemies are coming out of nowhere, so he has to know exactly where they are and be prepared for them, or they're going to hit him every single time. So he has to remember all these levels individually, and that's one of the great skills of TMR is how well he can memorize this stuff.
The problem is I don't have my axe for this one. Oh, I don't know what to do.
So we're already improvising here.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the dream Toastmaster. That'd be
And
pretty
then
good.
the
They'll read it.
selection,
They'll read it.
When you're selecting dinos in the menu before you come into the level, you can actually turn.
McFly kept wanting to call this guy a shiny Lapras. I'm like, I don't even know what a Lapras is, let alone a shiny Lapras. So whatever, man. It's all good. It's like, what's a shiny Lapras? I don't know.
During that stage.
And the main reason why you would turn your axe off is if you know you don't need it, then you can save it in your inventory. But the other reason is also some levels are harder if you have the axe. They actually made it so the enemies will attack you if you have the axe, but not if you don't.
Yeah.
So it can be, they were kind in some respects.
So the very good useful of this blue dinosaur, Tails, is not only that he shoots really fast with the tail, or farts, well, you call it whatever you want. I mean, it's just
You need that Hawaiian shirt, man. Go to Hawaii. Mine's official Hawaiian. It says Hawaiian on it. Officially.
Yeah, these stages can be really difficult without the dino.
Yeah, Lapras is a Pokemon.
An axe here either. An axe is a
And
power
apparently
axe
a
with dinos, so you can
shiny
definitely
Lapras
so this
is
game pretty
purple.
brutal in that regard.
So that's why he
Blue
called it
dinosaur,
that.
we hopefully won't even see the red dinosaur. The blue's just much faster at attacking. The blue one's a lot slower.
Yep, and Taylor down there just doing his best.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you got to give him credit. I mean, come on, little buddy. You could do it.
This is all, we weren't planning on doing this, but
All right, way to help out.
I love his face
There you
too
go.
when he's playing.
Yeah, you see him. He's trying so
Yeah.
hard. He has no
Take
idea he's
that.
not helping at
Great
all.
job.
Look at him scooting his feet
Yeah.
around. He's so adorable.
I love it.
So that was the end of.
I wish we would have thought about that in advance because we could have done that for all over the place. But it was just like it happened on the fly. I was like, oh yeah, look at him. He's trying to help, but he can't. It's
See,
funny.
like sometimes like the levels look very similar. So I remember this one because I don't have to shoot.
It was so
things
cold in there, Rufford.
all the
It was
time.
so cold. We thought about
So I
shorts,
brought
but man,
that
it was
in
freaking freezing.
After a little kind of tricky jump right here.
The fact that we're in short sleeves is
Oh, every time
frigid
works.
enough, man.
Yeah.
No, I was totally, I mean, it didn't bother me at all wearing sunglasses. In TMR, I think it did a little bit, but he started with them on, so he got used to it. So he didn't want to take them off.
But I think we have time for a really quick donation again. Well, I mean, for a few, maybe.
Sure. Speaking of dancing, $100 from Leha. Shout out to
Maybe
all
we'll
the
just watch
groovy
this whole
dancers
thing,
in the
why
front
not?
row. You are all beautiful humans.
Oh, the chat's not working. I just now noticed that.
$250 from Gerbhoff. I love myself some Adventure Island 2. The best part is that you might think there are only 2 Adventure Islands, but there are actually 8. That's 4 times the amount of islands you expect. Great value and great game. Good luck with the run.
No memes.
That's great. There's 8 islands in this game as well.
Yep.
They planned it.
Yeah, the donation readers, the hosts, they audition for this, so they're all like really, really good. Watch, he's gonna die right away here.
Like some strat to discover, but that key.
Oh, wait, that's not this level. Maybe it's the next one.
Secret egg that takes me to this. Big Mama pterodactyl.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, I've heard from a lot of people who just were watching it from home that this was just like a really, really good GDQ, like it's really solid GDQ.
The pterodactyls that it is gonna be very crucial for the speedrun.
I mean, it was off schedule by a ton. A lot of people went over estimate, but
He does have a couple of extra blue dinos, and he also has an extra classy that he picked up.
oh yeah, we were talking about that Terraria thing earlier. I never finished my thing about it. Like, so the Terraria thing, we turned on the stream in the hotel room, and it was like 10 minutes over estimate. The camera was just on him. So it looked like he was just streaming in his bedroom or something. And so it was very confusing. I was like, what the heck is even going on? And he was like Googling something. Like he wasn't even like, and so I was like, dude, was this like a disaster or something? Like this must have been a disaster. And then I looked online after the fact and everybody was like, dude, that Terraria run was so great. It was so fun. It was so awesome. Like, man, I loved it or whatever. So apparently it was awesome, even though it was a train wreck. So I will have to watch it.
Here for Don Don, this is the only one he's going to have, and it's going to make a big difference for the next future stages.
So I don't know if they're going inspired by this dinosaur for the Super Mario World cape. You know?
Well, the intro was pretty good. They had like all the 10-year retrospective. TMR was in there twice.
So yeah, when this game came out, they just named them Camptosaurus, Elastosaurus, but in the third game they gave them names. So we're kind of retroactively naming them.
Yeah, so we have the official names, and then we have TMR names.
Yeah.
So this is Classy, the underwater.
Yeah, Sam, I liked being able to drive
to call this Lapras,
to Herndon as well.
Which is Pokemon, of course. A shiny Lapras, I suppose, since it's purple. And then the blue dino is, of course, Taylor, which is a great name given that he swings his tail. Unfortunately, lost Classy there, but he does have a spare.
Yeah.
We're right here at the door.
Dragon.
The blue
dragon.
Yeah.
Sorry, he does call it a blue dragon. My apologies. Similar to red dragon, which is actually called Magma, and the pterodactyl, which is Don Don.
Yeah, that's a big key is like not beating yourself up when you're doing bad. That's all people care about.
The end of the game, so that may be why he
like if you can have a good time while you're doing poorly, then
At the end of the game,
it's all you got to be. Have a positive attitude.
It was the final boss, but I don't think I beat it. So
You're talking about Terraria.
Do I want to do it without? It's so slow. But at least I get to show you how slow it is.
Your dinosaurs that are in the inventory, you can't bring them out while you're inside a level.
Yeah, you're on your own unless you can find something.
Yep.
I didn't want to grab that one, but somehow I was like, well, it's there.
No, you do it for the show, you know? I mean, we got to see in the previous water level, too.
Let's see if I get a sound glitch. I got nothing.
No,
fine.
Hopefully we'll see that by the end of this thing. We'll explain it if it gets to it.
I don't think there's... Oh, yeah, well, there's in theory one more stage, but I think I need to...
He has to burn one of his dinosaurs to get that sound glitch. And he didn't want to do it for a marathon.
I want to go to this cloud and then...
So we never got to hear the sound glitch or talk about it.
That guy doesn't hit me. And fly in this height, I think. There's a few clouds. Well, I'm just going to fly a little higher. Yeah, there it is. I was afraid of that cloud in the bottom.
Yeah, Fap was having a tough time. He was doing so well. Like everything was good, too. And then all of a sudden it just kind of went to crap.
So I guess we have a time for one more donation.
Absolutely. $25 from Don Gato.
He seemed fine the next day.
Shout out to my compadre TMR and the best of lucks in this run. I am so glad to see Adventure Island 2
The compadre.
GDQ, one of my childhood games. Little trivia. Did you know that Master Higgins, our main character in this game, is known as Capulinita in Mexico because of his resemblance with a late comedy actor named Capulina?
Capulinita, yeah, I do know that.
Greetings from Mexico. No memes.
No memes. Now we got a whole new one. Go from no memes to no
A
memes.
common expression I often use. It just comes out natural. When the situation is very tense, you have to let it out. This is a vertical scrolling level. There's not many in the game.
Well, there's always the fear if you tell them
really baby jumps
how to say it, like that you also tell them it is profane and then they won't read it.
So like that. It looks
No
really
memes.
nice.
He said it so excitedly too.
I don't know if you can see. See, like I'm wearing glasses. I think you cannot see anymore.
Do they have a no mames taco? That's awesome.
It's just I usually never
It's
use
possible
glasses.
the people at home are wearing glasses as well. They might be.
They could be.
might have got in character.
Yep.
Dude, the no mames.
So we're gonna approach
Is,
to, another vertical scroll.
You tell a Mexican person no mames, they're like, dude, you're legit.
Sure. $50 from Barman.
It's like some kind of secret code word.
TMR, 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 TMR.
It means everything, Hellkite.
TMR.
It means everything. It means nothing.
That was a lot of TMRs.
That was Barman. He's another guy who comes in the stream a
Coming
lot.
up on this boss here, right? This is, you can obviously see how big of a difference this would be if you didn't have Don Don with you.
I think it means like,
So
I think no
it's
mames
extremely helpful.
literally means
The
like,
bosses in the next level, you're
don't
gonna see
suck
is,
me or something like that. Don't
extremely
suck.
helpful as well. Last time we kind of talked about how the dinosaurs can serve as a decoy.
Look at Don Don. He's freaking
We have to
mastermind
this one,
here.
you can
Look at that.
definitely see that Don Don's putting in the work. You know,
Easy.
Taylor was trying hard last time, but Don Don's getting it done.
Don Don's actually doing additional damage as well. So it's more than just what TMR's damage points are. So we're talking like triple damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dinosaurs do additional damage, so they cover for obviously more hits.
No
And it
memes.
definitely kills the boss a lot quicker.
So that was Island 6. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm taking the death.
So at this point is when the levels start to get really hairy, clinch time, I would say.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
Does anybody say that? Clench
Yeah,
time? I never
TMR,
said
I
it
mean, for the
before.
sake of
Why would I say
viewers,
that? I've never said it
is
before.
faster for him to actually go back and get the dinosaur again.
I was just like trying to remember when I have to jump and when I have to hit and all that. Yeah, on the fly.
I'm holding my breath.
Me too, man.
Nice.
So upset.
That was funny. Me too.
It's a little intense.
They're precise jumps, yeah.
I think this is when we start running out of things to say, and then TMR starts. He burns us on it.
Come on, guys.
There we go. Yep.
I got you there to back me up. Oh, this is yeah.
It was quiet for like 3 seconds.
We thought we'd give you a little bit of time just to focus. Man.
Wow, yeah, the silence doesn't help, man. I mean, it's just like suddenly I'm doing something wrong, man. Like, what's going on?
No,
You're doing great.
Just did that.
Yeah, no, in this stage, for example, I need to try to avoid those little flies, libellulas, mosquitoes, whatever they are. And
TMR mosquitoes have a long history.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in the first streaming room I was playing, it was in Mexico, so the weather is nice and sunny, and there's always mosquitoes, sadly. Meanwhile, we're approaching to well, you can finish the story. I focus here a little bit.
There's not much. There's nothing else to tell.
He's gonna play it probably a little safer here. You can.
No, I'm gonna go. Yeah. I should.
I'm just recommending it.
No, come on, man. No. Oh.
Dude, that was such an epic moment. Like,
I thought you were gonna finish the mosquito.
he goes from lava, trips on the rock, gets hit by a bat.
Man, I still can
There was
try.
more. I mean,
It's just my heart is always telling me, go fast, go fast, go fast.
He killed a bunch during the stream, but like that was about it. Like he killed them. I think that was the whole story. What's up, 123 Killa?
Right there, but
it is scary, man.
now's
He was ready for
There you
that.
go.
Yeah.
there we go.
A Pac-Man is okay. I don't know if they were the best games
You get back out to the map and it's like,
to see in a marathon.
I really love like once you lose the dinosaur like less than 1 second and you're dead. Man.
Yeah, this is so brutal. It's so brutal because it's just one hit kill if you don't have your dinosaur.
Yeah, it's very
And you're so
unforgiving.
slow, and everything's just coming at you to kill you. They made this game to kill you.
No. Oh. See, totally planned.
Yeah, that's the stress. That's the strat.
That's the strat.
Yeah, well, that could be a new potential strat. Now we know it works somehow. Now we need to analyze the board and see what I did.
Get found.
I think all you can do is like practice, McFly. We gotta find ways to practice.
Just die.
We gotta get good at it.
Oh, man.
I just need you guys to keep doing more runs and then letting me practice. Let's not get crazy, man. We just do the big shows, all right?
Yeah.
We're big
Yeah,
time.
this stage is, in my opinion, the volcano world can be quite a disaster.
What's up, Kaspoff?
In this one, I believe this.
A little bit. We're gonna watch some Awful Block here in a minute.
Here he is, yeah.
Yeah, they took some inspiration
so-
from Kid Icarus there.
Yeah.
McPlan's bad.
Exactly, yeah. And so this one actually gets really, really close. If TMR makes any small mistakes here, he won't make it. You can see he barely makes it with the energy.
He just,
gauge.
yeah.
No safety.
Small events can't afford this.
Oh,
But
man.
Here comes another boss as well. Now this one is pretty
my
crazy.
There you
Get
go,
right in
Taylor.
his face.
Get him.
Yeah, get him.
Now you can see it. He's using the dinosaur as a decoy right there. He's shooting backwards, but that's not always going to be the case. So he's got to watch out and be really careful here. Once he gets down, he's going to start shooting more at him.
we figured this
I
out in the
find
practice room right before.
practicing While dying.
There,
There's
nice.
the safe strategy.
He's like, look, I could leave him down here.
Safe strat. I mean, like I always have a hard time, but using that is amazing. I just find it out like recently. I actually kind of.
Well, I need to watch some of the Awful Block. I was only able to watch like
I
what
saw the dino
I was
standing there and
on
I
the
was like,
couch
"Ah."
for.
Yeah,
So I
but
missed
that's
quite a bit of it.
sometimes- It just this game doesn't have many.
And I saw a little bit of it, but I couldn't focus because I was preparing for the next run. So
live in a marathon too.
I'm gonna go back and watch them all again.
Of course, like by failing practicing for a marathon also works.
Yeah, you've got to have nerves of steel for this.
Okay. Okay, now I need to remember the X. This is the second. Second there.
That sports day game. I queued that up for my kids because I knew they'd think it was funny. With like giraffes jumping around and stuff.
We have to kind of follow him around the island.
Right, and you have to chase him around the island, and you may not go to the eggs or determine where you go, so it can be kind of a labyrinth. To get
Oh,
back
come
to where you go.
on, not there. Oh, that is gonna cost me this time that we can actually spend very wise the reading some donations.
Yeah.
I've got you covered.
Yeah, this works out great for a marathon. He screwed up. It's super slow.
Hey TMR, good luck on your
Just
run.
go to donations.
Remember,
Fika
hardcore
pause.
gaming
Fika
is
pause.
the only way. Also, no mames.
Hardcore
Look
swimming
at
is the only
that
way
host.
right now. Ooh.
He learned,
And
he's already got it. Now he's he's an official Mexican.
Thing starts shooting at you. So the really risky thing about not having the Lapras, or well, it's classy, right? It's
Okay.
just you have to swim with Master Higgins, but the hunger meter can run really low or fast in
Yeah, he's
these
going-
stages.
Yeah, the level is
Four,
level's
1, 2,
so
3,
long.
4. Okay,
Very good.
yeah.
I think the biggest thing I need to learn is how to sit on a
Once
couch.
you clear the stage, like, oh yeah, I clear.
Like,
the stage.
I'm always
This is
like,
the edge. It's like, oh,
I don't know how to
what is
sit
the
properly.
beginning? And that's really.
Yeah, if you stream this game, you have to be careful. Don't just split and start talking to chat. The next thing you know, you just pick the wrong egg and you're resetting. May have seen that once or twice before. Okay, again,
This
these
level's
lower
crazy.
levels are it's just total mayhem.
I just take your time. You see? Totally planned. It's just that little fire can.
Yeah, I'm
My
uptight
time
next to
started.
girl. Yeah.
I jumped too early. wait, 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2. 1 up.
Hey, we finally got one.
Hey,
The whole
good luck.
time we could have got
on up.
The Higgins.
Well,
Higgins up.
for Cuphead, it was
Stanley, I think the incentive
McFly
is
wasn't
killing
there,
animals
so
one, so I have to kill.
it
this
was me and Carrie and
dino.
Blecky for the
He
Cuphead
cannot
run
swim, I'm sorry. It's just his mama didn't taught him.
at SGDQ.
That's what happens.
After all the work he did, he helped out with the boss so much too.
Girl on the couch, Carrie Madonna.
We had 3, so
We know
how do
that's
I
who you're
it
really
was that
asking about.
specific one?
So again, you can see this is where he lost Lapras earlier.
Oh,
on.
the man spreading thing, dude. I was laughing. Oh, I'm just gonna pause this because I was
Gotta
like,
go a little safer.
they had they were doing some interview, and it was with the 4 Mega Man X3 racers. I think it was the X3 racers, and they're all squeezed into this couch, and like one of the guys was like just a fit. Like he was leaned back like this. He's got his arms out like this, and he's got his legs almost kind of pointing straight out. So he's just kind of sitting like this. And chat said something about the T pose of dominance. And I started laughing so hard because he's just like, he's totally like T pose. The T pose of
Need to avoid
dominance.
those bubbles. He can get trapped in the bubbles.
I can show you how it looks because it looks really nice.
It
Just
is good.
look at that. Just let me out.
Yeah,
When
I
you're
love
playing
the
this-
animation.
You're playing this game. Everybody's played Stomp. I mean, when you're playing this game, you see a bubble, you go to get it because it's going to let you
Oh,
breathe, right?
Sonic,
And then
yeah.
you're trapped in it. It's like, what were they doing to you?
Okay. So finally, we're approaching the final stage, and it's really hard. I'm gonna change to the pterodactylus. I'm gonna take out my axe so some enemies won't shoot at me. And good luck to me.
Yeah. This is his only Don Don. So we're going to hold our breath here that everything goes smooth.
I've seen him screw up this level so many times. I was super nervous.
Nice fill up on the energy bar there. That milk is actually the only energy refill that you can get in this stage. There will be no fruit.
Okay. That was water there. If he touched it, that would have stolen this animal.
Just little faces, intense faces.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna jump. That little frog. Sometimes you
All right, here we are. Here we are.
All right. So we're coming up on the final boss here. Dom Don's going to be helpful here as well. He wants to be extremely careful on his positioning here. So not only can TMR get hit by the boss, but these water droplets coming from the ceiling will hurt him as well. And of course, the spikes on the bottom.
And it is 2 phases. There's one more phase. It's not quite done yet.
Yeah, the timer will be once I kill this boss.
So this one here, like if you can mash, you will be rewarded.
The longest pause ever.
I did a mistake. I forgot what to do. Oh man, this is gonna be... It's just most of the time I was not getting the full equipment here, so I don't know what to do anymore. It's fine, it's fine. We just take it like this.
You're all right. I think you're all right.
There we go.
All right, time.
GG, GG.
Nice job.
Well, this game is very like if you can mash like crazy, you can kill the bosses really fast. It's kind of like Contra in that respect.
TMR honey. If we get some TMR honeys in the chat, maybe.
Yeah, you can find
we
it.
get that.
Well, I don't know, Alex. Well, I guess we'll see because he hasn't streamed in a couple weeks now with the travel and everything.
Very nice ending as well.
I would say no. It's still just Twitch people. So I don't know how that. I don't know how Facebook works. Discovery.
That is really hard and intense. Like I have stomach aches right now of how it was intense. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, the couch, for providing amazing hot couch commentary.
Hot couch commentary.
Great job. Great job.
I think he wanted to say active couch commentary, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, like Facebook for him is like it's like starting over really. So it's still the Twitch people, and there have been a lot of Mexican viewership. So I know like a lot more people from Mexico use Facebook gaming. So I think that will work out for him in the long run. But the people who are going to find him on Facebook, they don't watch him on Twitch. So it's going to be like, it's going to take a while to like build those people up or whatever. But it also doesn't matter. I mean, like he can do whatever he wants. Like just do some streams. He gets 1 million viewers. He gets less. It doesn't matter, right? As long as the streams are good. The chat's on Facebook, and it works like almost like you're posting on Facebook. It's not the best thing in the world. Chat's the worst part on Facebook for sure. That is not public info, Alex. So it is unknown. You guys have to make your own assumptions on all that. I mean, you would assume to walk away from your Twitch viewership that there would be something in return, right? That would be my assumption.
Good luck.
Yeah, Author Blues, like he had some good commentaries. He was on a lot of couches and stuff. I mean, he always does a good job. Yeah, I miss seeing him on Twitch too. I mean, we're all on Twitch, right? We're on Twitch right now, so it just makes it easy. But at the end of the day, it's the same streams. They're just on a different place. So I miss seeing some, more than anything, it's the same stuff. I just miss seeing certain people there, you know? Yeah, I don't think anyone likes Facebook, right? All right, this is the one. This is the one we've all been waiting for here. The Castle of the Dragon. So we didn't have like a lot planned for this. Like Apollo showed us the run, and we knew that Apollo had done it before. So at ESA, so it's like, well, he knows he can talk through the whole thing, so we can just do whatever we want. And so leading up to this, like I said before, the schedule is way behind. So McFly is not there. McFly had been talking about this run for weeks. It's all he was talking about. He was so pumped for it. He was like, I'm going to bring it. I'm going to drop so much knowledge. I got this. Like he was just selling the hell out of the fact that like he was going to nail this Castle of Dragon. And then like, you know, he wasn't there. So I was like, ah, crap. You know, like I'm not prepared like McFly does. And I knew Apollo was going to be fine either way, but I wanted to like, you know, give him some energy, you know, drop some stuff. So just like the night before, like I watched him practice, and I just kind of like mentally took some notes of what I could laugh at and then let it go from there. I didn't tell him anything I was going to say or do. And I was like, well, we'll just have to see what happens. The helmet thing. So the helmet thing was like, we were talking about it, and that fight, you can't lose that fight. So we talked about like putting the helmet on him so he could do it. And then I was like, oh yeah, you could like not look or something like that. And they like, I was having that thought, and like he was having a conversation at the same time. And he was like, what if we like do like put the helmet on? And I was like, oh man, I got it. Like, I'll just slam it on your head and you just go, you know, like we'll get this. And that was like walking into the stream room. Like we were all packed up going in to do the run. So like that was like a really last minute discussion on what we were going to do. And it was great because it worked out good. Like it hopefully looked kind of improvised, because it kind of was. We hadn't really talked about it or anything other than just like a few seconds beforehand. And did anyone else know we were doing that? I know Cyphrin knew, because Cyphrin was the one, like he was going to tell me like, whoa, you did it wrong or something. But like, I don't think TMR or Cool Kid were there to hear that conversation. So I don't think that, I don't think they knew what was going to happen. They didn't know. Like, so TMR just had like this confused look on his face. Like, I don't think he had any clue what was about to happen. Yeah, it worked out great. Like I went back and I watched it again, like more like a million times, because just like watching Apollo's reaction, because like, well, we'll see it. But just take his reaction where he's just like, huh? Like looking around and everything. But I'm going to close, like maybe if I close these windows, it'll run a little smoother here. Maybe.
Hey, hello.
And chat loved it.
What's going on? This is Captain
That made us feel
Dragon.
good.
I'm Apollo 22237. I will introduce my squires real quick.
I didn't know he was going to do this with the Squires thing. That was really funny. But like, just FYI for anyone who watches GDQ runs and stuff, you know, it's like the person's on the stream, they're not reading the chat, but they do go back and read the chat. So be nice. And you can say what's up. They'll go back and read the chat when they watch their VOD. So unless it's like a 10-hour VOD, they probably won't. But for these short runs, you better believe they watch the run back.
On the couch, first I have MC Aaron Ice from House Gilligan.
Hey man, first Gilligan mention in GDQ history.
I have the Mexican runner TMR from House Higgins. And I have Cyphrin from House Genesis.
It's got the Medieval Times. Remember that from earlier? Medieval Times?
Okay, so it's just going to do a quick cutscene, and then I'll do a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and we'll get going. So what you see here first
is the dragon. This is not the main dragon, Dark Larza. There was a nice painting by Puzzle P that they showed in one of the donation prizes of this picture right here, capturing the princess. And then time starts in 3.
Oh, yeah, it's the first time my name has been pronounced correctly too. Good point, Ripsta.
Okay, so this is Castle of Dragon.
No, I think McFly did as well.
Already you can see it looks a little wonky. This is mostly a bunch of 1v1 fights.
Is that a
where you're
zombie?
fighting- yeah, that is a zombie. The dragon is controlling zombies. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to try and take this fire upgrade I happen to get as long as I can throughout the game. It's actually random how you keep it going throughout the game. Sometimes you got to jump, sometimes you got to
Probably
fire it.
Skittle, bro.
No one really
I'm wearing
knows
the same
what's
pair of
going on
pants
here, but
too.
I'm just trying to keep it because there's a boss coming up here. We'll see if it goes away. Yeah, it's gone. So we're just going to slash. We're just going to 1v1.
Dude,
Hope
that
we
looks
take
like
down the boss.
that's like Mumra. You guys like Thundercats?
Look at that. We got a little wizard action. I don't know.
Dude,
that might be it.
I'm too freaking old, man. I'm making references to Thundercats. I decided to stifle it, but I wanted to make a reference to Eureka's Castle, and I'm like, dude, that Eureka's Castle, that's reference is even too old for Apollo. Like, it's not going to make any sense. I think Bad Breaks, I don't know if he was ever in the stream room. He's never in the practice room. That's true. There is a new Thundercats as well. That's a good point. But that's exactly Mumra. Like, it's not just like a stretch or anything. Like, that was exactly Mumra. Yeah, I watched Eureka's Castle. I'm sure they kept it on repeats for a while as well. I could tell you, like, I was like, all right, well, if McFly's not on this run, we can just fill the couch. Like, we'll just have a bunch of people up there. It's going to be fine, right? And like right before the run, I sit down, like the run's about to start, and I turn and I look down the row here, and like CK doesn't have a headset on, notoriously a cool kid, like, you know, and he's a little sick. TMR, he just woke up. He didn't prepare for any, like he didn't really watch any practice or anything. And Cypher's just a low key guy, so I was like, oh shoot, man, like I was thinking that this would be like a really high energy thing, and I'm like, oh crap, man, maybe I do have to be the high energy one that I was expecting McFly to be. I was like, oh no, what have I done? Yeah, he was probably in for the Ninja Gaiden 2 race. That's a good point. I think he might be in the picture if I looked. Yeah, these are the celebs. This is to get the people to watch the run right here, right? The couch is comfy, yeah, it is. It's even more comfy when you're sharing it with such wonderful people.
Yeah, we got the first level.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, next we have stage 2. We're in the swamp here. Here's yet another zombie that is being controlled. This guy is actually one of the toughest enemies in the game. In this game, you can hear the screen flashing, and you can hear the buzzing that goes on when I get hit. When that happens, there's a good chance that none of my buttons are going to work, and I'm just going to get stuck. So I might make it look a little bit easier. If you just play this game, you're just going to be sitting here mashing the button. If it happens, I'll show you where I'll just mash the button and nothing's going to happen. And it's Shrek.
Hear it
What's
flashing.
going on? Get out of a swamp.
Is he wearing overalls?
I mean, you got to look good. This is the main event here.
You gotta look good.
So again, I'm trying to just hop a little to reduce the chances that I get stuck, and that's another boss down. Woo!
Awesome.
The ogres
Okay, now we got
in the
daggers.
chat.
Here's a basketball chick, and Little Mike is running after me. We don't want him. He's going to get me. Okay, he's gone. We're good.
Nice.
What we get here is a blue upgrade that you only get a couple of times. Lightning bolt from the sky, Undertaker style, destroys the first enemy, destroys the second enemy. Unfortunately, that's gone now. I got a little more health. I have the dagger still. We got another Mumra over
Dude, he's
here.
back.
He's back.
He is ever
He's
living.
back. He is revived. We're going to mash down. Hope he walks to the left to make it quicker. Now we have that fire upgrade again. Now we get platforming, which in this game is very scary.
These are so scary.
If you see me, I'm just going to be clenched
One
the entire
death,
time I
and he
go
has to
for a
start
jump.
the run
Just
over.
so everyone knows, if anything happens, if I lose my life, if I fall in one of those pits, it is game over. Start from the beginning. So here we got just a Minotaur here. It's going to take a little bit of
It looks like
slashing.
he's walking to work, that animation there. He's just on the job right now.
TMR, no reaction.
Just gotta make sure I
No
jump.
reaction to that at
Now
all.
there's a bunch of slashes.
He's transfixed by the
Again, see, there's
gameplay.
a time you see it kind of freezes my character. I can't really jump.
This
Again, I'm
fight was supposed to
slashing.
take like 5
See what's
seconds, so
going
I
on.
had nothing else. Like, it was supposed to be a really fast
From
fight.
accounting just gave him terrible news today.
That's
He's
Patty,
not-
the host.
Not happy.
Dude, is he gonna die?
I don't know. We just might be here forever.
He's gonna live forever. Oh
And
my
there we
God!
go. There we go. And that's the boss. That, you know, longest boss in the game.
Sheesh.
Okay, so what happens now is there's 4 levels to get to the dragon. If you go to the dragon level, you will immediately die. The game lets you pick the last level and then just kills you. So what you have to do is get 4 keys and items from these different levels. What you're gonna see for the jumps, I'm hoping I don't fall in them. Enemies can eat my jumps, so I'm gonna take a little practice hop because we don't wanna start from the beginning. We'll see what happens. Here's the harpy. It's hard to fight these harpies because of course they fly right over the pits. Oh, hold on, we got this, we got this. Huzzah, we got it, I'm getting him.
Yeah.
We got him, we got him. Done,
Dude, that was
easy,
tough, dude.
there we go.
That was like one of my only
Where are those fireballs
contributions.
even coming
I was like, dude, if you're not moving, just
That-
pick
is
up
there
your sword
dragon on
and
screen, maybe?
wave it around.
Did you hear the title?
Spoiler alert.
Castle of Dragon?
Yeah, it just.
Spoiler alert.
Chat was being mean to Patty, really? I'm surprised.
Dragon.
Okay, another harpy.
I thought he's
down.
like a
Here's
fan
one
favorite.
Of the toughest platforming sections of the game. Anyone that's
I
played this
mean,
knows.
it's a tough job to be up there. I appreciate what he does.
So that little practice hop there is just to make sure that his jump is still working.
I like Patty.
before
He's
he
really
jumps
funny.
himself. Otherwise,
And you'll see here, he
just
does a great
walk right off
donation.
the edge and die.
Oh my God.
He does a great
You're not
donation
over
read
yet.
here.
All right, the jump is working.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, what we have here is Laggy the Dragon. If it's just gonna run into me, it's gonna stop all my abilities, all my
What's up, Ghoulie
inputs,
Gamer?
and we just need to flail it down. If anyone hasn't noticed yet, there's times where I throw this flail and it just damages myself.
So you give
for no
give
reason.
Apollo a
I'll just
follow.
throw it and it'll just start hitting me.
World record holder.
Okay, a little more. There's an example of it. And he's
Nice
down.
job.
Okay, we have the first real boss here.
Oh man, that is a huge mythical creature.
Yeah.
That was a planned line there.
few
I was like,
flails
dude,
to
I'm
the
not
head.
gonna
Gotta
say,
make sure it doesn't hit me.
I'm not gonna say huge
They can do
cockatrice.
a ton of damage.
I don't want to get
very
banned.
quickly. Hopefully one more cycle, and it's done.
Excellent job.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, next we're gonna do is this looks like the chest level. We're gonna have a familiar enemy at the end. Oh, and Mumra now.
And he would just not leave you alone.
Real quick, I want to.
I didn't get to
shout
make
out
my
Chip.
joke here
Chip
'cause,
and I have been playing this
Apollo
recently,
was
and that's why we got some of the time
mentioning
down,
some,
world record down a lot, and also
giving shout-outs
I
here.
also want to shout out Metroid McFly, he's the reason that I found this game. He unfortunately could not
But
be
this
here
guy-
today because of an early flight.
Like, this guy doesn't have, like, I don't know what he's missing, a sprite or something, or if it's intentional or not. He's just arms and legs with a head. I had some line about, like, hey, don't worry about this guy. He's no body. I thought it was going to be a killer line, but didn't get a chance for it. But again, like, I was kind of like, I could make jokes like that, but like, Cool Kid and TMR, they weren't going to be into those jokes. So I don't, like, Cypher would have backed me up, though.
But I think he was more hyped about this than I was.
That's right.
so.
He's watching from the airport right now, cheering on.
Fabled Vixen, thank you.
Okay, we got another fire upgrade. Again,
8
trying to
months.
Keep it on as much as
Thank you.
possible. Take down some of these enemies, whether they're clones, they're new enemies, who knows?
We're just talking
sure. Maybe
AGDQ
they
and
just
watching
went to
runs.
the other side. Okay, we have another.
Tiger, uppercut.
There you go. Keep going.
Oh, it was Tiger, right? Tiger.
We're just watching some GDQ runs. This is me right here. Look, that's
That was
me.
not a tiger.
I'm right here.
My liege, doth we haveth time for yonder donation?
I mean, come on. This
Absolutely.
Verily.
is verily. I mean, come on.
Lucana donates $10.
That was good.
and
Patty's
says,
good, man.
I got Castle Dragon when it came out. I'm so glad we have game reviews now.
4 months till Kingdom Hearts. Oh my God, come on.
Thank you. Thank you, Patty.
If you
Okay,
like him,
that was-
you
I'm
could
just
always
reading
play the
them.
sequel, Swordmaster.
Yeah, this game is
It's
actually
the dragon.
connected
Is this
to
the final
story.
boss? Is this
Oh,
the final
this,
boss?
This is a dragon. Maybe it's the final boss. Let's see. Is this it?
Well, it's Castle of Dragon.
Okay,
he
so
just
there can't be
sublisted
more
it.
than one dragon. But
This-
forget the dragon we fought before. This is the real dragon. Look at him. He just wants to give you a little hug. Look, he's come on.
Maybe it's the same
Come on.
chicken, just evolved.
Maybe this is the second
Pokemon.
evolution. This is not.
The TMR's
my
cracking
final form.
jokes, man.
Again, we're throwing daggers here. I could throw the flail. Done. So the game is. No. Okay.
Oh man, I thought. Okay.
Okay. Now we're in the sewer. It's TMR shark. Hit the shark. Hit the shark. I am
the
hitting
shark.
the TMR shark.
Damn.
See, I wanted to make a joke about these guys looking like
That's for you. That's for you.
Thank you, man. Thank you for avenging me.
Looking like Slee Stacks.
Okay, we got Swamp Thing here.
No one would have got it.
Firebolt.
No one would have got it at
Creature
all.
From the crappy game Lagoon.
Yes.
Look like Amazon from Pro Wrestling.
What everyone wanted, more platforming.
All right, more practice jumps.
Well, you would have got it,
Quick
Alex.
hops. All right, yep, move still works. Okay.
Dan, you probably would have got it. Anybody else I mentioned Slee Stacks to, everybody just stared at me like, what the hell are you talking about?
No chance. I feel really bad. The only one that doesn't get an actual fight. No chance whatsoever. Zombie back.
Oh, don't fake it, Vabel Dixon. You don't know what Land of Lost is.
We're getting him.
Go.
There we go.
All right.
Don't fake it.
Has there ever been
Come
medieval
on.
zombie movies or anything like
Nah,
that?
I knew it. See, I knew it.
I'm not really sure.
I don't
I
want
can
to
tell.
see any ideas.
No. Okay, now we got the boss of this
I see
level
right
coming
through
up.
you.
It's the Minotaur gang. He's back. He's back.
He's off to work again. It's the next work day.
Looks like he's just got a raise.
This
He's
should go
zooming.
faster because I have the flail.
Yeah, the Will Ferrell one. That's true. They did make
Somewhat
a modern version of it. I don't know if the Slee Stacks look the same or not, but
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so we got one more level before the final boss level. So, Patty, if you have a donation to read or two, you can go right
I
ahead.
do have a donation or two. Forum donates $5. Staying up overnight to see this 600% run of Wild Animal Sports Day. Best mistake of my life, I'm sure. Looking forward to seeing this Castle Dragon run, too.
that's true, Skittlebrowd. One day.
And then Jay donates $100.
Boomer hour.
Technical new world record hype for Sword of the Blackstone. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, we got the Undertaker upgrade again. Here we go. Down. If only we could keep this just the entire game. This would be just so easy. Another one down. So we got a tough fire jump coming here. Let's see what happens.
This is a
Hopefully
great
I don't
jump.
fall.
Whoa,
Hopefully I don't fall.
whoa.
Oh no!
Oh, it's fine. It's
okay.
totally fine. It's fine. Okay.
My heart.
Oh, man.
Yeah, apparently I have fireproof boots. We're good to go. So this boss is actually really hard. The red TMR shark can do a ton of damage to you, which is one of the reasons I'm doing this last. So I already went through my first upgrade. There we go. Okay. So we have going on the final level.
All right, here comes our
I think I
big
need
skit.
A little more preparation, a little more protection for this. Squire.
Is it time to gear up?
I think I need to gear up.
All right.
Okay.
Warrior is ready for battle.
Yes, I'm just gonna. put
You
this onto this
shall
right
be
now.
granted.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Wait a minute. I don't
Let's
think
go. You can
I
do
don't-
this. You're getting him.
MCA,
Yes.
I don't think you did that right.
Oh, shoot. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry.
Okay.
Can you see now? Oh.
Okay. It's a good.
Dude, his acting is so on
It's a
point,
good thing
man.
I
Just, like,
didn't. I guess no enemies appeared.
looking around and everything.
Okay, so I will say this is the final boss.
I basically lost my
There's
voice
a
doing
very
that.
real chance that this run ends right here, and that's it.
Look at
I'm
chat,
either
look
going
at
to be
chat.
the greatest hero in
Look at all
GDQ
these-
history,
look all the
or
lulls.
loser knight who
Killing it
cannot
with the
save
lulls.
princess. So the tension is there. Again, there is a very real chance I game over, and this is done, and we all go home sad. So let's go. Here we go. We're ready. Let's go. Okay, and there's
This
a
guy
bunch
right here.
of,
This runner, man, that guy loves you.
hard
This
jumps.
runner.
The tail can eat your inputs. The
Oh, that's
bullets
his
can eat
tail.
your inputs. Yeah, go ahead, guy. I'm gonna kind of.
I was a little worried about that remark
Hold
where
on,
I
guys,
said,
don't mind.
"Oh, that's his tail." And then someone in
Sometimes
chat
it's hard.
thought
You
that
don't even know whether you hit him
Patty
or not,
said it, so I
whether
was
he
like,
flashes
"Woof,
or
off the
not.
hook."
The hitbox is random. His head could go somewhere. I won't be able to hit him, and that's it. Like nothing I can do about it. Done.
We did it. Woo! We did it.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Woo! Oh, we did it.
We did it.
We have saved the princess. Oh, I could not have done it without my squires, my army. Thank you for everyone
Squires.
watching.
You
Thank you for
come up
everyone
with this
here
stuff.
early in the morning. Thank you, GDQ, for having me here again. This is an amazing game. I know off the block, we make fun of these games, but there's a reason these games are fun. There's a charm. I say everyone pick this up.
my peasants. I got my peasants here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone, and have a good one. Keep watching.
Great job.
Great job, Apollo. Great job.
And lo, Sir Apollo conquered the dragon and ended that game. Thank goodness.
GG.
Thank you
I was I forgot to mention like during the ActRaiser part that like we were talking after it, and Shanna said something to me about my cadence on my voice or whatever. She's like, "Oh, I like what you're doing with your voice. You know, it worked out really well for a race thing." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to like, I don't know what I'm doing exactly, but I'm just trying to make it, you know, exciting or whatever." And I was like, "I think I'm channeling Sinister One because like he has such a good voice for when he does stuff like this." And I was like, "I think I'm channeling Sinister One." And then like 30 seconds later in chat, it came up and someone said like, "Wow, Sinister One and Blecky on the couch," like big heart or whatever. And I was like, they thought I was Sinister One. They thought I was Sinister One. I've made it. I've made it. I was so excited. I felt it was the best compliment I've ever gotten in my life. What's up, Fumangu? So we were trying to come up with it, and I was like, "What's a good name?" I was like, I could be like Mini Sinister, but then it'd be Minister, which would be weird. So I was like, "How about Sinister One Half?" That could be my new nickname, is Sinister One Half. All right. Anyway, great run. I was on the couch for Rocky and Bullwinkle as well. There's not as much. I didn't even know I was going to be on the couch, so I didn't have anything to say. I just laughed at the music. Even though he didn't get goofed, and I asked him to get goofed, and he didn't goof. We'll skip it. We'll watch it for a second anyway. Why not? It's short and sweet. I can't, like, again, a 40-hour VOD. Can't click through this stuff at all.
Put your speakers in.
Crank it. Crank it.
All right, so this says
I told
Rocky
the
Bullwinkle. You can play as either Rocky.
You try to pause this game, this just doesn't
Bullwinkle.
pause.
I'm going to use Bullwinkle for most of the run because his.
This is it right here.
Okay, I'm going to be quiet. And let you
I
all
won't
enjoy
tell
this
anyone,
one.
Fabled Vixen.
This is a beautiful party. You invited all my friends. Good thinking.
Thanks for that whole school gamer.
Oh, same line. Yeah.
I'm gonna pause. So the whenever we were like sitting down and they were doing all our audio tests and everything, and I told the audio guy, I was like, because he was asking like if we wanted more game audio, and we were like, turn it way down in our ears, turn it way down. And I was like, but on the stream, you're gonna want to really crank the game audio. And he's like, and he laughed. He was like, I'll take a note of that. And I'm pretty glad because I feel like on the stream, the stream audio, it was cranked. Like I think that they did have it way louder than they did on other games. So that was my real contribution, was making sure that the game audio was loud for the stream.
And one more screen of it.
Oh, it's still there.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it just never stops.
Yeah, so that was level 1. Just one more screen here. I'm going to try to jump over Natasha. Good. Those jumps are pretty
Nice,
tricky.
yeah.
It's much faster to jump over enemies than trying to...
Just
take them
louder,
out.
louder.
You can take them out with either with bombs or Bullwinkle's bull charge, but
The only other thing I wanted to mention is like, it looks like he's
I'm gonna try and jump over
giving
these
you the
bandits.
finger.
I made it. So some of these
I thought, again, I didn't want to get in trouble for saying that he's flipping everybody off. I feel like if I had any time to think about it, I could have come up with a way to say that,
It's losing health, so
but I didn't have any time to
whenever
think.
I
So,
charge, as Bullwinkle, I lose health. It drains my health, but doing this, I don't lose any
yeah,
health.
Apollo's in full on CK pick me gear.
That is some slick moves.
Get the key. Go in the door.
Swedish money in your hand to pay him off.
All right, so that's level 2. Good run so far. Okay.
All right,
Nice,
still alive.
nice,
That's what we
nice,
count.
nice.
Level 3. Gotta make sure to not get goof bombed.
Well, you missed it earlier,
So it'll reverse my
Fabled
control.
Vixen. We were talking about a
It does
huge,
make the music, the
a huge
actually gets
cockatrice.
worse if you get goofed. It's quite amazing. I highly recommend.
Don't you mean better?
Yes.
Okay.
So this level 3 has got the Stairway of Doom. Let's see if I can get down. It's one of the hardest things in the game. Okay, made it.
The stair boss, the notorious stair bosses.
Yeah, that was really difficult.
Yeah.
He's not being sarcastic.
This game, the tricks in this game are very, very difficult. So he is making this look easy.
I'm pretty sure I've seen him die on that stairway a lot of times, so I know that it's hard.
Only 2 more levels to go.
Nice, 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 nice.
Also, this song again.
This is the best one. I mean, this is the best one.
You're gonna start seeing some platform jumps here that are the hitboxes. You can't even tell where they are.
Yeah,
Man, what a setup,
this
Apollo.
Is just what happens.
Oh, that's the wrong character. There we go. Bullwinkle, please. Yeah. So I switched to Rocky, and I do his special move, which is the high jump, the flight. And I'm trying. You can cancel it by pressing A. So I'm trying to cancel it at the right time. There we go.
See, I guess you have to land on like this back half of those. I don't know.
It can be a little dicey.
I thought this game looked easy until I watched this run. I was like, okay, this game's hard.
That's a little slow. Okay. Yeah, this level is... I don't know, it's very easy to die on this level because you're very low health by the end of it, because I'm just damage boosting through these bouncy things at the start of the level.
I gave Cool Kid $20 to make this song play as long as possible.
Oh, that's not right.
My voice was like gone all week.
Yeah.
I was just, I was chugging water.
Yeah.
So that I didn't lose my voice.
Final level. Okay, good. If I don't get past her,
Nobody's Blecky, Apollo. Don't you dare say that.
I might as well.
Nobody's
start over.
Blecky.
Yeah.
No, it's not tough. Again, this is I don't get any health refills on this level until the very final screen of the game, so just gotta make sure to...
Those blocks, landing on those blocks too is really hard. I've seen people die on that a lot too.
Next is one of the, well...
I'm not sinister, it's true, I'm not. Well, Apollo didn't hook me up with antlers. Come on, Apollo. I was set up.
This music. Good. Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Got in. Okay.
We got that Moose Money banners up there. That Moose Money.
Oh. Yeah, the inputs in this game can be very laggy. I pressed B like 10 times without flying. Okay, good.
Oh, a little bit of a goof there.
All right, so I have checkpoint now. This is the final screen of the game. We're very close.
You hear the goof going on.
4 seconds away of beating the game, and there we go.
Yeah.
Yes, you win.
You win.
You win. We did it.
I don't know what the story is here, but there you go. I mean,
Moose Money.
Moose Money, IRS. You win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't either, to be honest, but it's a really fun speed run.
I don't know either.
Yeah. That's about it.
That's the best 5 minutes of my life. Thank
Yeah.
you. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Good job, Cool Kid.
That's it. That is it. Oh, Fabled Vixen, you missed this. I can show you this. Where's the, is there like a history here or something? How do I pull it back up? I could probably just type. There's only one thing on here. That's what she said. I know. I know. You see this, Fabled Vixen? I'm famous. 11 speedrunners beat NES Home Alone at the same time to set a record. It's me. Look, MC Aaron, this is my YouTube account. There's me right here. I did it. And this is me. This is my video right here. And just to prove it. What's up, guys? This is your boy, MC Aaron Eyes, coming at you. I got a hot world record tutorial for you. You want a world record in an NES game? I got the ticket for you. This is going to work every time, and you're going to get it first try. See what I mean? It's me. It's your boy. There's no doubt. Look, it even shows more videos. You can watch my Tiger Electronic world record right there. I mean, it's freaking set up, man. It's all good. You can subscribe to my YouTube right here. I got like 20 subs from all this stuff, man. Pretty good, dude. A host alert. What's up, everybody? It's your boy. I need I need it to be the other way around. Like when I host other people, I need it to be like Sharpie has like a sound clip that plays when I type in his chat. I need to have it there. I need to have that as his clip when I type in his chat. It just all of a sudden pops up and it's just like, what's up? It's your boy. What's up, Peach? Let's see if, let's see how many views we got. Has it gone up any? 6,000 views. 6,000 views. Guys, that's so many views, man. Yeah, it's only going to go up from here, man. I mean, 282 subscribers on YouTube, and that's in a mere 15 years. All right, that is more than once a month. It's more than one sub a month, I think. So like, I've made it. I've made it. I think it's time to just focus on YouTube, guys. This might be my last Twitch stream. I got to focus on YouTube. We've hit the big time. We've hit it. I mean, I don't have any of my videos monetized, but I mean, who cares about that? And I've got the Crossfire video. That's got 2 million views. That makes me famous, even though I had nothing to do with it other than posting it. But other than that, it's all good. We can look at the analytics. Hopefully this doesn't dox me or anything here. See what we got. Oh, look at that. I mean, it's just climbing. It's never going to stop. It just keeps going up. This is a trend that will never die right there. I think it said that the average view time was 1 minute. It's a 22-minute long video. There it is. Audience retention 1 minute. 4.9%. Everybody just opens up and they're like, oh, okay. And then they click to the end and they're like, all right. And then they close it. I think there's some way to see too, like you can see where they, like where in the stream that they like to watch it or whatever. Like, I don't know where it is, but there's a way to see like where people click in and where they click out or whatever. Engagement, maybe? I don't know, man. Audience? Data's still processing. Well, whatever, dude. Whatever. But I feel like there's a way to see like which part of the video people leave on and stuff. All right, where's the tutorial video though? Wait, hold on. I even did this. I'd never done this before. Boom. I made a little info card. I've never done this before. $2,800 views. Let's look at these. Let's see what the view time is on this. I feel like it's got to be more than 1 minute. This one's probably way better. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. See, some people, they try to learn, man. That's true. They click for the Darbian cameo, then they're freaking out of there, man. They're like, I'm out. I got what I wanted. Yeah, Macaulay Culkin's probably going to hear about this, man. He's clicked in the internet. He's like, oh yeah, Home Alone. Like he gets an alert on his phone about it. Yeah, good old Larry. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Now you can see it. Like, so, like people watched, like at the beginning, there's this many people. So some people skip forward apparently. And at the end, I'm just showing another thing. Like I would close it by that point too. But people stick around. There's like 2/3 of the people stick around through the entire tutorial section. Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Was that on the other one? Like if we go back to this, was it there and I just didn't notice? No, there's just no graph here. It's so short. The audience retention is so short that they can't even show it. They can't even show it because it's just not, nobody watches it. It just doesn't fit into a graph at all. So whatever, man. Whatever. But anyway, we made the news. I wonder. So I think he links. Yeah, we can see. I don't think that the board's been updated yet. Oh, dude, he linked to the top run. I mean, come on, dude. Link to the leaderboard. Yeah, it hasn't been updated yet. So it's at some point it'll be updated. Also, D Tysonator, I talked to him at the event, And he was like, I don't know why it said 1959. He was like, I didn't pause. And someone had thought that he paused or something. So I think this is a mistimed run. So I sent a message to NES Cardinality. I was like, you need to review this. I checked the timestamps. I think it's only in 1958. It should be a world record as well. So I think this is going to get updated, and D-Tysonator is going to go from right here right to the top. He's going to be on the top of the list because he has the oldest run on the board. So he's going to be number 1. So we're going to get that rectified. We're going to give redemption to D-Tysonators. Have a good night, Alex. Have a good night. Thanks for the GGs. It was swell. So anyway, I think that's it. I think that's the recap of AGDQ. The good times that we had. Yeah, and SC was there. He was there. I already closed it, but he was there. He hosted this. I mean, I guess I could just, he's on the video here. So if I go, we can look at it on from here. You can see him. You can hear his voice here. He's the one who calls it out. He's right here on the corner. You'll hear his beautiful voice counting from 5 here. That was him. And you'll see him later. He comes over here to inspect. But he was into it, man, and he's the mod of the board too, so he was verifying, he was making sure everybody's playing by the rules, no one was making any mistakes. Dude, I've had this stuck in my head the last like 3 days, Apollo. I'm just like ba 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 bang bang. Oh, Fable Vixen, you don't know the half of it. Like this TV, when you turn the volume up, it like this big aerial shows up at the bottom, and like perfect looking aerial, like animated aerial, and like it's the volume control. She swims across the screen when you adjust the volume. It's amazing. Yeah, Little Mermaid. It's pretty good. Yeah, this is a Bethesda game, man. This is basically Skyrim right here. But yeah, anyway. He was here. There's lots of celebs here. Look at all these celebs. So many celebs. You can tell everybody's in a good mood because they're laughing at my jokes. I mean, things have to be good there. The SpongeBob one, that would be amazing. This one's a Mickey Mouse one right here. This red one. See, there's NES Cardinality. Yep, Booster Shane. There's Shanna. Hold on, the big moment. We can watch the big moment again. I mean, right there. Here he is. Darbian. That's me yelling at Flipsider. Sit down, Flipsider. You're blocking the television. There's Elrock. You can recognize his hair anywhere. There's Sinister's hair. Super celeb. There's Sparkover. You can see Sparkover. This is her jacket. See, I mean, just load it up, man. Load it up with celebrities for this thing. Sinister was in. He was like, I'm sticking around till I see the end of this. He didn't sound excited about it. He's more like, I have to. He's like, I've been standing here this long. I'm gonna wait to see the finale. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. Anyway, we'll watch the end again. Why not? It's exciting, right? I'm a celebrity now. This was before I was a celebrity. But now I'm a celebrity because I was on Polygon. I'm the guy in the bottom left, according to their Facebook. You can hear Boosters laugh. It's so funny, man. Speed run, yeah. Get everything set up faster. I agree, that would be good. I mean, we could get like just think like we could get so many more TVs here because like you could sit on the floor. Let me go back a little bit. Like you could sit on the floor here. Like if you had just like some kind of shelf or set a table on top of this, like you could have a whole nother row of TVs right here. Easy. And like someone could sit on the floor, someone behind them. You could do 20 TVs like no problem. And if we pulled back just a little bit, we could go further down. Like you could get 30 TVs here. I was doing the math, all right? So I looked up the math on this and on what it took. Because somebody did the math while we were sitting there. They were like, the fact that you got it after this many attempts means that you were like 85% successful or something like that. Like to get it in this many attempts means that this is how well you were doing on an individual nature. And it was like, yeah, it was around 85%. So I was doing the math to see like what that scales to. And I think maybe I checked with 20 people. So if you went, instead of 11 people, if you went to 20 people and we were at the same success ratio, it would take 100 attempts. Like your success would be 1 out of 100 attempts. So you would want to definitely get better at it to do more people. Like you would want everybody to be at a higher percentage. You'd want them to be like at 90, 95%. But you would have to have auditions and stuff. So I think you would have to be like, all right, do 5 runs right in front of me. You have to get 4 of them. If you don't, you got to practice more. Until you can get 4 out of 5 runs, don't even talk to me. You're out. Like you'd have to have auditions. But at that point, if you're being selective, are you going to find enough people to do it? I don't know. Maybe not. It's donation reading. Yeah, if you did it on if you did an actual stream of it, it'd be all donations, man, the whole time. It'd be great. But it's super easy. Like anybody could learn this and do it. And if you do it a few times, like I'm the only person that never screwed up. Like I never actually failed, but everybody else failed at some point. Some more than others, but so it's like most people were in the 90-95% range, I think, of getting it right. Pretty good. Yeah, there was some people who weren't sitting close to us were having a little bit more trouble. See, we should have spread out more so we could have exert our influence, you know, to make them do better. But we even like we're doing like a speed run of the glitch too, and like Zetox was having trouble sticking to the script, and he actually managed to glitch both of them. Well, he knocked them both down, which looked like it would be the glitch, but then he didn't go up, so we didn't see if it worked. So I told CK about it. I was like, dude, you can knock them both down at the beginning somehow, and if you do, then you go up. You might trap them both at the like right from the start. Like you could have them both trapped in 30 seconds. And he played around with it for a minute, trying to figure it out, and he managed to do it. He got them both trapped like in the first 30 seconds. It made it like a speed run of the glitch. It was pretty slick. All right. Good deal. So what comes next? We got to play some games, man. Apollo. I don't think Shanna picked her game yet. She owes me a game pick. I owe Hio a game pick as well. He picked Fatal Frame 2. So I got to beat Fatal Frame 2. Got to beat Kirby Superstars for Apollo. So we've got at least those games. I've got like a couple of like more modern games that I want to play like sooner rather than later. Plus I got to play Starlight. So we've got a long list of games to play. We're going to have to hit the ground running here and beat a lot of games ASAP. So we'll start that up this week. We'll start beating some games. I'm not sure whose games is going to go in what order. We'll try to mix it up. I mean, it's quite a contrast there with Fatal Frame and Kirby. They're a little bit of a strong dynamic there, but we'll see. I may want to go Kirby first. I don't know. I think you technically picked your game first. Maybe not. But we'll figure it out. Anyway, let's find somebody to host, man. I gotta, before my voice breaks away here. Who is streaming? Maybe someone else is doing a stream recap right now. That would be great. Go straight from recap to recap. A lot of people, I think, are still traveling back. Dude, there's nobody doing a recap right now. What the heck, man? Good rate of Mitch Flower Power playing Dark Souls. He's doing Dark Souls blind. We could check that. We could browse the retro category as well. No, you better fix that soon. We got to finish that game, man. I want to finish We Were Here Together so badly. So badly. Where's the categories? Oh, yeah, there it is. Categories is what they call it. Just seeing if there's anybody I don't follow that I should be following who's playing some stuff. I see someone's doing some Wolverine world record attempts. Keep an eye on them. It's hard to host people you don't know. I don't know any of these people, man. I don't know any of these people. I don't want to host people I don't know. What if they're not nice? What if they're too nice? It's scary to think about. Oh, Cananaphone's streaming? What's he streaming? Let me pull him up. Maybe he's streaming directly to... He's not streaming to Retro. He's streaming directly to... Directly to a game category. Dude, he's not even streaming. Come on, Rufford. You're setting me up, man. he's doing it. Logan Burgers for Dapper Dan. What's Logan Burgers? That's not a streamer, is it? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Let me go back and look again. I think I'm going to host Sharpie because he's doing one of those long games. Oh, wrong one. I typed host. Well, that was close. All right, there we go. There we go. He's playing like he's almost to 900 games. This is game 899. He's going to finish this quest eventually. He's playing a Koei game, but at least it has a cool name. Liberty or Death. Revolution. A lot of George Washington stuff. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Appreciate it. And hope you guys enjoyed GDQ. Definitely watch the VODs, as many as you can, because I think there are a lot of good ones. I'm going to be doing that all week, watching VODs. And I will see you guys in a couple days. We'll play some games. Peace out. And have a good one. Thanks for hanging out.